I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Home. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Oh, it's just me. Hello, Knicks family. We are just completed day one of the off season. Knicks man, salute. How are you doing? You know, I know we're off to a slow start. We only have like a few people watching right now, so I guess we can wait to get the party started. How's everyone doing? All the 6 people watching right now. I'm your host of the Knicks Tonight podcast, the one and only Hoodie Kev. I'm sure Uncle Freezy will be joining in and out throughout the evening, as long as other panelists. I don't know if there's going to be slow mo. Hopefully we can avoid what we've kind of been dealing with a little bit the last couple nights and have a good show. Still got the playoffs going on, believe it or not. Did not end as of yesterday. Has some interesting well, one game. The other game is kind of a blowout right now. The earlier game might have had some implications for maybe the Knicks. Maybe. Portland lost their first round series to Denver tonight, 4-2. And looks like LeBron is about to have a first round exit. That's something to cheer about. But then news came out tonight that Chris Paul was going to be declining his $44 million option in hopes of a long-term deal around $100 million. So that's why both of these games have big ramifications, possibly for the Knicks. There's a couple players who are directly tied to those implications. One, Damian Lillard losing in the first round again. And Chris Paul, otherwise. Chris Paul's an interesting one. I had a conversation with Uncle Freezy earlier today. About CP3. I don't know, cause I think that Chris Paul's presence alone, even at age 35, 36, 37, however, is valuable, is worth $100 million. Well, the logic is if he gets a 3-year contract with $100 million, you're talking about $33 to $35 million a year, right? For a player of Chris Paul's caliber who has not really shown that many signs of slowing down, of aging, of still having high levels of productivity and changing the outcomes of teams, that price tag is pretty much, it. I'd rather give Chris Paul $35 million than Kelly Oubre 20. Think about that for a second. I mean, he's still playing. Kaiser Soze, he is still playing. I mean, at this juncture in time, everyone is hurt, gets injured, dinged up. So, it's really just part of the game, injuries. Is he worth it? Yes. Let's be real. Let's be real. He's definitely worth it because we think that we've changed the culture. Yes. Chris Paul will change it even more. Uncle Freezy, you there?
Yep.
What's going on over you?
Hey, man. Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Karl Anthony Towns. That's our big three.
Oh wow. That's is this like a Field of Dreams kind of thing?
No, that was a joke. I'm joking.
Oh. That is definitely straight from Field of Dreams. Is it doable? Yes, it is. It's very doable. Not very doable. It's doable, but likely. Brooklyn Belly. I'd rather trade for Lillard. If it came down between CP3 and Lillard.
Lillard's a loser. What are we talking about? Didn't he get bumped out of the first round tonight?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Against a team at half strength.
I don't want to say half strength. I'd be like 80% strength.
Yeah. Sure you wouldn't.
I mean, Damian Lillard's. I know Uncle Freezy is.
Did Jamal Murray play tonight? Did Jamal Murray play tonight?
No, Jamal Murray did not play tonight. Nikola Jokic played tonight. You know, the league leader for MVP played tonight. Had 36 points. Aaron Gordon played. Michael Porter Jr. played. Gary Trent played. Paul Millsap played.
Oh, I was waiting on you to name guard. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was waiting on you to. You named a bunch of dudes that play the same position. You named like 6 power forwards. Like 1979.
I said Gary Trent. He's a guard. Here's the thing about Damian Lillard, right? It is undeniable that Damian Lillard, his talent is undeniable. 28 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 rebounds tonight. You know, giving his team everything he has. That's undeniable. So, if you're talking about, do you want Here's the thing. Here's the thing about progress, everybody. Gary Trent is on Toronto, isn't he?
Yes. What are you talking about?
I did not mean to say Gary Trent. I meant Monte Morris. My apologies, everyone. Monte Morris. I don't know how I got Monte Morris confused.
Sure you did.
I did not know how I got Monte Morris
sure you did.
confused with Gary
With Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, the names sound just alike.
They do. It's very similar.
They look
very
just alike
similar.
too, by the way.
Almost identical twins.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You have to make a big move. You have to. Is that Chris Paul? Is that Damian Lillard? Maybe Russell Westbrook? I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. You never know. The point guard is the most important position we can go out there and get. And I hope they have learned from their mistakes last year.
It's center, bro. It's center.
You think center is more important than point guard? You don't trust
for this
Mitch?
team. For this team, because
what
you
about
have
Mitch?
a point. Yeah, you keep cutting me off, man. What's going on? What's happening?
I guess he wasn't going to finish. There's people out there, and they're going to be like, Uncle Freezy, we got Mitch. Personally, I mean, here's the thing about the center position. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I would love to have Karl Anthony Towns. I think he answers a lot. He's on everything. Karl Anthony Towns would be the best player the Knicks have had since Patrick Ewing. And that's saying a lot. So, do we need to upgrade? Could we upgrade over Mitchell Robinson? Of course we could. Of course. But let's look at the centers that could be available, right? That could be available. I don't know if Minnesota is going to put Karl Anthony Towns on the market. I really do believe that they're going to want to see what that team looks like moving forward in Minnesota. Next year with him and Russell, hopefully Russell can stay healthy. On the free agent list, you have your Dwight Howards, I think would be a free agent. Ibaka. Both of those are, over 30. Whiteside, I think. Jared Allen is a free agent, but he's really in the same mold of Mitch and Nerlens. JaVale McGee's in that same mold, so is Willie Cauley-Stein is in that same mold. We've already been down the Robin Lopez train. Drummond is an interesting name. Do you go out there and do you get Drummond? Kaiser so said if the Wolves pick Evan Mobley as possible. I don't know anything about Evan Mobley, Kaiser Sose, to
Hey, think Chris
to
Bosh. Think Chris Bosh when you think Evan Mobley.
like
Just think
Toronto
about
Chris Bosh.
Toronto Chris Bosh.
So isn't he more of a power forward then? Like a
No,
long athletic power forward?
no. In today's game, Toronto Chris Bosh would have been a center.
Yeah, well, yeah. Uh, if he's as good as Toronto Chris Bosh in Minnesota, because Minnesota, the thing about Minnesota is they have, I want to say maybe two picks that could be in the top top of the draft, because I think they'll have theirs, and I think they'll have the rights to Golden. Well, no, Golden State wouldn't be. Technically, Golden State would be in the lottery. Yeah, so technically, Golden State would be in the lottery.
No, if that pick falls out of the top 3, then it goes to Golden State.
Okay, so Minnesota just has their pick, which probably
Right. If it falls out of the top 3, we can't say. All we can say for sure is it's top 3 protected. If it falls out of the top 5, it goes to Golden State as a part of the D'Angelo Russell trade.
So that would make, so if they get a top 3 pick, because Minnesota's record is probably in bottom. So they had 23 wins, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have the 6th worst record in basketball. We've seen crazier things happen. Trust me, we've definitely seen crazier things happen. So let's say they do. Let's say they get the number 2 pick, Minnesota, or move up. And this Evan Mobley kid is, because they don't need guards. That's the thing. Minnesota has needed a power forward since they had Kevin Love.
It is
Yo,
me.
what's good, City? What's
Yo,
good,
what's
City?
good?
City for real in the building. What's good, City?
I gotta move out. I gotta move out of the light. Sorry, man. I'm sitting outside, still cooking, man. You know, trying to. It's late. Trying to get the late dinner going. But how y'all doing, man? How's
Man,
everybody?
how you cooking? How you cooking tacos on the grill, bro?
No, I ain't got it on the grill. It's inside. I'm chiming in real quick. Listen, man. I'm trying to multitask right now. If you don't know, now you know. I'm trying to multitask right now, bro. But how's everybody doing? I can't see the chat, by the way, because I don't got my laptop out here.
Everything's pretty good. We have just, a light chat about some possible moves moving forward and how these moves can shake up and work out. And right now we're talking about this kid, Evan Mobley, who I know nothing about. But I was told he's like
that guy neither.
I heard he's like, think of him in the mode of a Toronto Chris Bosh. Kaiser Sose said he is 7 feet tall. So I might have to go, well, I don't know.
He's 7 foot, about 215.
Oh, wow. That is light. Extraordinarily light. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh. This is the kid that went to UCLA, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, that
USC. No.
USC.
USC. Yeah.
Didn't somebody go to that's pretty good go to UCLA? I don't know. Yeah, I would not bank that much on a 7-footer who is.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because you're gonna sound crazy. Pause yourself. Don't do that. Because if you're gonna talk trash about Evan Mobley, if you're gonna say something bad about Evan Mobley and you hadn't seen him, you're gonna look crazy.
This isn't about Evan Mobley. I just said I don't want a center who's 215 pounds. I don't know if that's a condemnation on him or just me saying I don't want a center that's 215.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're already starting. Started.
That's starting because my preference is
Have you seen him play yet?
No, I haven't seen him play.
Okay.
But I know that my preference is to have bigger centers. So that's my preference. I like bigger centers. So I can't have a preference or I'm crazy for that.
Right. Hey, Kaiser Sosa, you absolutely right.
Yes,
it's easier
you're crazy
to put on weight.
I don't know what you was crazy for, but I was just chiming in because I just got back. Sorry.
Yeah, Kaiser Sosa, you right. Kaiser Sosa, right. It's easier to put weight on, get in the weight room, than to be born with natural talent and ability.
I agree. Yes.
Hey, you need an explosive big man that can yam on people in traffic, or an explosive big man that can handle the ball, that can dribble, pass, and shoot. I'm just saying, his mid-range jumper, 20 feet and in, is already NBA ready. The 3-pointer ain't there yet, but it's got potential.
All I know is the 3 best centers in the NBA right now are all big, stocky guys. They have skill, natural skill, but they're still big and stocky. The best 3 centers in the league, centers, are big, stocky guys.
What does that have to do with a young guy, though?
I'm just saying they are all big. The 3 best centers in the league are big and stocky. Has nothing to do with young. Has nothing to do with age whatsoever. That's just something I put out there. The best 3 centers, big and stocky guys.
Yo, I had to go and get my laptop. I'm sorry, man, because I can't let the people down, man. I had to go and get my laptop just so I could see what the people talking about. You know what I mean? But I'm here and I hear y'all.
City is the people champ.
I'm down in the
champ is in the building.
Yeah, I'm down in the chat for y'all. Yo, I'm here. I'm here for y'all. As y'all can see. Look, I'm sitting outside early. Hopefully my joint don't get cut off, but I'm sitting outside. I'm with y'all. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all know what it is. We are here, yo. Y'all get that thing up and y'all spike that like button if you haven't done it already. And also, too, one thing, y'all already know what to do, man. Hit the channel. Check out the merch because we got some good things going on right there for you. We got some good things. You know what I'm saying? Just check it out. Check it out. That's what y'all need to do. And Knicks family, we are here. Win or lose, we are here. And I'm rocking with y'all. Although we lost, it was a tough night last night. But I'm rocking with y'all. I still got the orange and blue joint. Now y'all could probably see it a little bit better than before. But, I still got the half and half, light side or dark side, whichever one you want to choose. You know what I mean? But we still here, man. Let's get those likes up. Exactly, yo. Exactly. Let's get those likes up, man. Y'all throw that thing up in the chat. Y'all know what I like to see, man. Y'all throw that orange and blue in the chat. Show love for the team. Show love for the Knicks at Night podcast. Yo, show love for the Blood Orange Tears family, man. Put your orange and blues in there. That's what I'm talking about. Do that thing. Do that thing, man. And we are here, man. Do that thing. Mr. Robert Paul, salute to you, bro. Yes, do that thing that I like. Throw that orange and blue in there, man, because we here and we still rocking with y'all. Even though we had a tough loss, we still here rocking with y'all, man. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, man. Sorry, Kev. I didn't mean to go on a rant, but, you know, I had to do it.
I don't want Uncle Freezy to say I'm talking too much.
Right.
So no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I think I got everything out of my system. Oh, wait, no, maybe I didn't. They starting to show up. The orange and blues is starting to show up, yo. And Sam 40. Salute to you. If this was old school, it would be back in the days tipping up the 4-0. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kaiser, Sose, the usual suspect. Salute to you, yo. Let's get this thing rocking, man. The new Knicks got the orange and blue with the basketballs. My man, the real DSJ. Not the fake one, but the real DSJ. Y'all know the guy that comes on here sometimes. Y'all know the real DSJ. Y'all know what it is. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah. You see, y'all got me out here. My neighbors is probably like, what is this guy yelling about? But you know what? It's all good because I'm yelling about y'all, man. That's what I'm doing. Alora Gibbs with the true blue. Huh? The true blue, orange and blue, Justin L. Much love. I see Justin L. Much love, bro. You already know what it is. This is what we do, man. We still fans. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, man. Yo, this makes me happy. This makes me happy. Knicks, man, my guy, you already know I'm here, man. I'm here. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a little minute, just because, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm bouncing in and out the house. I'm cooking right now. I'm trying to do a couple of things at one time, and it's probably not working out right now. So if y'all see some smoke go up in the air, just know it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't burning nothing. But, yo, it's all right. It's all right, man. We good. That's right, Knicks, man. Tell them, get your merch, man. Y'all already know what to do. Check it out. Just check out the store, man. Check out the store. There's a lot of good things there. That's all y'all need to know. That's all y'all need to do, man. We all right. We good. We in the building. Yes, sir. Eddie C, I see you, bro. Salute to you. Cully, my guy, what's good, bro? What are you doing, man? Why you not on, bro? What's going on? I'm trying to do a couple of things. Excuse me for a minute. I will be right back. I just gotta hold on. I gotta go inside real quick and check on some stuff, and I will return. I guarantee y'all, I'm taking y'all with me. I had to turn it off so I can go inside the house. Or no, I had to put my laptop down so I could go inside the house. All right. Still looking good. What?
Hello, everyone. Eddie C is not my strong suit because I don't care, because I don't think the Knicks are going to have their draft picks to be getting any of these kids. I think it's irrelevant. I believe these picks will be somewhere else. That's just my personal opinion. So Dylan still no. I was letting City rock out and do his thing because Uncle Freezy says I talk too much and take up too much time. So I'm just let other people have the mic because I don't. That's what it is. That's what Uncle Freezy wants. Uncle Freezy wants me to pass the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yo, all three of us on the screen at the same time.
Yes, sir.
What is good? What is good? The three of us on the screen at the same time, yo, for like the first time in like a month. What's good? Yo, that's crazy. Sir.
And I got the coach's shirt on it.
Bim. What is good? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. City busted the joint. I got mad jelly. I was like, yo, man. They be showing City so much love. I was like, yo, that's crazy. The chat loves City, yo. Yo, the family loves City, bro. They love them some City. I ain't gonna lie to you. They love some City, bro.
I appreciate
they got
it.
mad love. Hey,
Chat
salute Coach.
family,
Hey, Coach Z was good. Yeah, man. The chat loves City. When City came, I hope my phone turned orange and blue. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Hey, Hoodie Cat, you were saying something about me? Did I do something wrong? You were saying something about me? Did I do something wrong?
No. I just said I was talking to Delano Steele. He said I look like I was on timeout. I said no, I was just letting City rock because Uncle Freezy thinks I talk too much.
Yeah,
and I don't pass the mic.
I'm trying to open this lemonade, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is that the USS Enterprise that you're in?
The what?
The USS Enterprise.
What do you mean?
Also known as Marcy.
How you know I'm in Marcy?
I see the logo right there.
Oh shit! Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to open it. Yeah, I was trying to open it. Excuse that, y'all. I was trying to open the lemonade with the phone in my hand, and I didn't want to just put it down and have it be like this. Hold on, let me get off camera. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. That was mad tacky. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody.
Julian Blum, what's going on? Good sir.
Oh, Julian Blum is here. What's going on?
Julian Blum is in the building.
So, as I was saying, to Eddie C made a point. I personally feel like this is the thing. This is my own opinion. Is if the Knicks stayed at picks 19 and 21, then I think we're in real trouble. I think we're in real trouble if we stay at 19 and 21. From my understanding, from things that I've heard, things that I've read, once you get out like that top 5-6 player range, everyone else are projects in this draft. And Tom Thibodeau, from reading some other reports, don't want any more projects. So you can't expect them to have that big of an impact. And I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, Quickly was 25. Yes, he was. But not everything is relative. Not everything is the same.
Right.
This class might not be as good as last year's class to find that diamond in the rough. You might have that project. And so right now, the New York Knicks have to do something that is going to get them to the next step, to take that next hurdle. Because if you did on an 82-game season, over an 82-game season, this is about a 45, 46 win team, give or take. So the thing is this: what are the steps that can take us to 45, 46 wins to 50 to 52 wins? That really puts us in a position to where we really, really, really are considered a upper echelon Eastern Conference team. And 2 projects at 19 and 20 ain't gonna be it. And you're not going to take picks 19 and 20 and move into the top 10 either, right? Probably not going to happen. So what we can do, and what Adrian, the most trusted man in the NBA, Adrian Wojnarowski, said, the Knicks are going to be big players in the trade market, not free agency. And if there's one person who I trust at their word, is Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, dropping the bombs. So what you do is you package these picks, some more picks, because we have, I think over the next 2 years, 6 or 7 first-round picks and like 8 second-round picks. And everyone keeps saying, like Hadouken Sharon said last night, and Uncle Freezy concurred, that the 2023 picks are worth gold. And so you take those, you package those, and you go get a player.
Platinum. They were platinum.
Platinum? I'm sorry, excuse me.
Or maybe even if you're an MCU fan, they're worth vibranium.
Oh, snap. That is a lot. So what you do is you go and you get a player for right now. You take these picks and you get equity for right now. Because Knicks fans, like I said, there's no going back. There's only forward. And you have to get in that mindset, like, good teams make moves to get better now. It's about the right now. Because you can plan for championships right now. And that's what the best teams do. They retool. You go into like, okay, these are our areas of improvement that we need right here. And you make a list. Like, we need to improve here, here, here. But if we super improve here, then these right here will take care of themselves. They'll be minor. They'll be minor little things. Because here's what I know. The Miami Heat are going to make moves. The Boston Celtics are going to make moves. The Washington Wizards are going to make moves. The Nets are good. The Nets are going to make moves. J Boog.
Hey, my brother.
What is going on? Is that the princess? Tell her it's past her bedtime.
Hey, she's a little hoodie. She hangs out all night and stay up.
I'm a bad influence.
I told you before, man. We lay down and listen to y'all, but I feel like I'll come on, and rock with y'all for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on with my brothers, man. I don't met y'all. You know what I'm saying? we tied in right now. And did I see City?
Yeah, he on the grill doing something.
What's going on?
Yo, I can hear y'all. Yo, J Boogie, salute, bro.
City.
That was
Oh yeah.
Yo, I'm out here with one of mine, with my little one too, yo. Hold on. Hey, Clear, you want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say hi to everybody? Is what I said.
Crazy.
What's good, boss?
Hey, my brothers. How you doing, man?
You want to say hi to
Hi,
everybody?
boss.
All right.
Brandon.
Good. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello.
How you doing? Hey. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Yeah, we out here. We out here. We just sitting out front. You know, we doing the thing.
Baby. Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, it's over with.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah, man, that's dope. He out there with the fam. Jay Boogie, what's going on, brother?
Man, putting in some work, man, working on some things and everything, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, trying to put together this motivational song right now to put out to the team. Maybe they can hear it and get motivated for the off season and everything. And you know, the season begun when everybody thought it ended.
Right.
2021, 2022 seasons begun yesterday.
Bam. Bam. Yeah,
I
man.
listened to Hoodie. Hoodie was talking about something real good. I like that talk he was talking about.
It's like I said, it's important because, like I said, we can't sit still because ain't nobody else can sit still.
No.
That's a fact. Ain't nobody. Like I said, you think Pat Riley is happy right now down in Miami?
No.
You think the Boston Celtics did that shake up for no good reason? No. They is doing stuff to come with it next year. And we got to be in the same mindset. We can't just be like, oh, we just happy with last year and ho hum. Like, no. Last year was the first step. Now let's take the next steps.
So
and
you don't
figure it
want
out
to. So
what we got to do.
you don't want to run it back.
No, I don't want to run it back. I want to do better. I want to do better because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we know what we need to improve. There will be avenues. We have all the resources available. Like one of the biggest knocks on Danny Ainge is the fact that Danny Ainge had all them picks and ain't do nothing with it.
And he let them expire.
And I do not want to be in that same boat. We have all these picks. We need to do something with them. Y'all gonna make Tom Thibodeau go to the grave early if y'all keep giving him all these.
No,
if y'all keep giving him all these rookies.
We gonna move those picks. We gonna be
hey Kev,
in the all season. You better believe it.
Hey Kev, hey, the thing I think we sleep on is this. Those picks that we have been making, they are no longer picks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like next year, RJ Barrett will be in his 3rd season. Kevin Knox will be in his 4th season. Frank Ntilikina will be in his 5th season, bro. So they not babies no more. Next year, Kevin Knox is gonna be a monster. And you heard it here first. I've been holding it all season to say it when the season is over.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Kevin Knox, is our breakout guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he had been taught the wrong thing how to do stuff for so long that Tibbs redshirted him this year. But when we whip out Kevin Knox next year, bro, Kevin Knox's deal is not physical ability. Kevin Knox's stuff was he needed to get in the weight room and he needed to get in the film room. It was never that he couldn't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Or he wasn't athletic. His stuff was grown. His stuff was grown man stuff. He needed to stop eating potato chips and eat beans. You know what I'm saying? He needed to bulk up. You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing. That's the only skill. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I mean, Kevin Knox
I
next
agree with
year
you.
is going to be, and then not just Knox, but Obi will be a second year player. Quickly will be a second year player with a full off season. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you bring in more rookies. It's not like you're gonna have like 10 rookies. You know what I mean? Frank Ntilikina will be a 5-year veteran. You know what I mean?
It's a proven fact that Obi Toppin breaks out year 2 everywhere he's always played basketball.
Right.
Year 2,
Right.
Obi went from college into the bench player to national player of the year.
Right.
Think about that kind of transformation. And you saw, like, what was most impressive to me is, and you can say that, you know, the pressure wasn't on Obi, which the pressure is on everybody. I saw Obi Toppin with my own 2 eyes go out there and not be afraid of the moment, to welcome it, to play with the vigor and fire I wish Julius Randle played with. If Julius Randle played like Obi Toppin, the Knicks will have a game tomorrow. The Knicks will be playing basketball tomorrow if Julius Randle played like Obi Toppin did. That's why I know that Delano Steele, here's the thing. We're talking about the curve now, right? And let's not pretend that either one of the Bridges are 20-point per game scorers. Neither one of them average 15 points a game. Right? Neither one of the Bridges averaged 15 points a game this season. I think Miles Bridges legit averaged the same thing this season that Kevin Knox did his rookie season. Let's take that into consideration. Kevin Knox is going to be fine. All this.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, you are good.
I'll let you say hi. Hold on. Yo, can y'all hear me?
Again. Yes.
I don't think they can hear me.
I legit just said yes, we can hear you. I don't know. J Boogie, you saying something? Are you on mute? You muted, J Boogie.
Yeah, you're right. I was on mute. I was saying, yeah, I can hear him. That's what I was saying. But
Yeah.
Tom, you can't keep playing these games with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear Freezy saying, you know, he believed that Kev is our breakout guy, and he believed he redshirted. You can't be playing games like redshirting guy, because that was a vital part of his career that he missed out. Playoffs, getting experience, getting his feet wet.
Oh, yo, thanks, Knicks, man. I can't
You know
hear
what I'm
nothing.
saying?
So
He needed to be a part of that.
I can see it.
You do know that we're talking right city.
So I'm gonna try to jump out and jump back in.
Go ahead, J Boogie.
Yeah, Knox needed to be a part of that this year, man. He needed to be a part of that. Them 5 games. He needed to see some of that. Not in bump time. He needed to see it when, you know what I'm saying, when the pressure and the heat was on. He needed to feel that. You know what I'm saying? And redshirting him, I mean, I don't get it. It was opportunities that he could have went with him. You know, I'm not much of a Knox fan, because the way, you know what I'm saying, he just came back the same way as he left last year. But I do know if guys ain't doing nothing and bringing nothing to the floor, you go somewhere else. And he could have went with Kev, you know what I'm saying, on different situations You know what I'm saying? Just to try to get a spark or anything, just to even see. You know, that's a vital part that he missed. You know, with Freezy talking about he got red shirted. You know, and playoffs means a lot. I don't even want to see regular season.
You know, it's there's so much talk. The reason people are down on Kevin Knox is they look at Denver and they see Michael Porter Jr. and they look at Mikal Bridges and they look at Miles Bridges and they're like, well, why isn't our guy doing that? Right? He's just playing Fortnite or whatever they want to create a narrative about, right? The issue is this. There isn't one person within the Knicks organization right now, teammates, coaches, executives, former coaches, college coaches, everyone says the same thing. Everyone says Kevin Knox is probably the hardest working player on the team.
Right.
Everybody, there's video evidence of players and coaches who all say the same thing. Tom Thibodeau throughout this whole year has said nothing but good things, great things about Kevin Knox always working.
Hey, did Tom Thibodeau say Kevin Knox is the hardest working player on the team?
Did he come out and actually say that?
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm not trying to debate either way. I just want to know.
He did not come out in the exact words to say Kevin Knox is the hardest working player on the team. No. Tom Thibodeau and Tom Thibodeau's ways has said Kevin Knox works hard. He comes to the gym and he's always ready. He's probably said those things. Taj Gibson has said Kevin Knox is at the gym, was at the gym after hours, at the gym on days off, putting in work. RJ Barrett has said the same thing. Julius Randle has said the same thing. Going back to John Calipari, said the same thing. Mike Miller said the same thing. It's not a talent issue with Kevin Knox. I can tell you I could break down the exact reason why Kevin Knox wasn't playing. The exact reason why he wasn't playing. But because the environment has soured so much, it'll go in one ear and out the other. So I'm gonna talk to Jay Book because I'm pretty sure Jay Book is interested. So I'll explain it this way. Tom Thibodeau's defensive philosophy was to use heavy guard rotations so his guards will be able to guard 1, 2, and 3. Reggie Bullock can guard 1, 2, 3. RJ Barrett can guard 1, 2, 3. Derozan can guard 1s and 2s. Quickly can guard 1 and 2s. They can switch defensively because that's the scheme that Tom Thibodeau wants, or was using this season. Kevin Knox is the only legit 3 on this team. And although he made tremendous strides defensively, and I don't think anyone can say that he was more of a negative than anyone else defensively, you still don't want to put Kevin Knox in the position to where he has to guard 2s, or some 2s, or 1s. Kevin Knox is fine guarding 3s. Kevin Knox is probably fine guarding some 4s. So you wanted to use his guard rotations so that they can switch defensively. And Kevin Knox this season, and although he made tremendous strides defensively, Tom Thibodeau probably still wasn't comfortable with him in those defensive assignments. So he went with the guard rotations of Bullock, Burks, RJ, Quickly, Rose, Frank, because he knows that they can all switch within the scheme. That's not an indictment of Kevin Knox can't play, Kevin Knox has no talent, Kevin Knox can't do anything. It's Tom Thibodeau was more comfortable this season going with those defensive schematics. again, that is not an indictment of what Kevin Knox can bring to the team. Because I legit two straight games in a row. Kevin Knox Tom Thibodeau bring in Kevin Knox with a few seconds left in game-winning or tying situations. I don't think that you bring in a player that you don't trust in a situation where you need a basket to either win or tie a game with a few seconds remaining. Kevin Knox had very impressive games this season. So time will tell. The interesting thing is this. There's really only one small forward who probably could be available this offseason, and that's Kawhi. And again, me personally thinking, I think Kawhi Leonard spent 2 years.
That's not true, Cap. Only one small forward? Come on, man. Really?
No, it's not one small forward available. I think there's one small forward that would move the needle. That's like I said, unless you about to pay big money, unless you really, really think Kelly Oubre is going to do something, is going to move the needle of that position, or unless you really, really want to bring back Reggie Bullock, or Otto Porter, or Doug McDermott is going to do anything. Nicholas Batum, then yeah, Kawhi Leonard's probably the only one.
We might as well go ahead and stay with Reggie another year and just be, you know what I'm saying, and just be like, the heck with it. Give us another year, because all that you just is trash. All that garbage, and stay right where. I mean, Oubre, I mean, he's gonna be 22, 23 million. For what? For what? Where is he going to take us to? Where is he going to lead us to? And then that's going to give us another left hand. I'm telling you, we don't need all these left-handed dudes going the same direction. We need something that can go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? So you can dribble handoff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dribbling to you. You know, I'll see a couple of times that, you know, that like RJ and Julius, they just, you know, they be dribbling to one another instead of dribble handing off. You know, our two best players can't even, you know what I'm saying, dribble hand off to one another because they both left-handed, you know. And for trust me, when you say Kawhi, I'm there. I'm all the way there. Thank God Dame got eliminated. Thank God. I hope he want to get up out of there.
And see, that's I think the interesting thing is we all know Reggie Bullock is not an NBA starter. Mm-hmm. I think we can all agree Reggie Bullock should not be playing 35-plus minutes a game.
Right.
So do you really want to go back down that well? Now, here's the thing. Let's say you go out there and you make the move. You make the move for Damian Lillard. So next year, Damian Lillard, let me look it up. Next year, Damian Lillard will be making 1 second. Yeah, let's see. Next year, Damian Lillard is going to be making $43 million. So here's the thing, if you don't trade players and you absorb that, you're really only left with about, I think from our salary cap, you'll be left with depending on what the salary cap is next
about
year.
$17 million. If what you said, if we don't trade players?
Yeah, if we don't trade players, about 15 to 17 million.
Yeah.
So you still have, because right now there's 6 players under contract next year. 7. There's 7 players under contract. So you get Damian Lillard just with draft picks and whatever. At least you have 8. That means you have 7 spots you have to fill with $17 million. So you're not about to go out there and get players worth $10 million, $9 million, $12 million to bring back like a Reggie Bullock or Alec Burks who's looking to cash out. Because Alec Burks was looking to cash out. I saw that in my own eyes. Like, he ain't interested in this team. He interested in putting his own numbers so he can get a contract. That's what I saw from Alec Burks. So Alec Burks ain't about to take another discount. Reggie Bullock's 30 years old. He's probably not about to take another discount. So what you have to do is you have to extend that bench. You have to if you absorb $43 million for Damian Lillard, you have to use the remaining money to extend that bench. $2 million here, $4 million there, $5 million there. You have to do what you did this year. Find okay players that you hope breaks out on the cheap. And that's what you do with the remaining $15 and $17 million if you just absorb all of Damian Lillard's contract. Can it be done? Yes. Yes, it can. Now, here's the issue. This is where Kevin Knox comes in. Do you feel that he can take that next step? Because you really, at that point, you have no other choice but to go with Kevin Knox. If you want to get Damian Lillard, you have to rock with Kevin because Kevin's already under contract. And if whoever else you bring in, probably not going to be NBA starter level either, right? Because if you're trying to fit in that budget, and you're going to bring in someone like I don't even know. Stanley Johnson.
No.
Huh?
Some straight trash. You talking about Stanley that we got drafted by Detroit, and now you out there in Toronto?
Yes. I'm looking at the list of small forwards. I mean, that you can get for the cheap. That'll be still kind of young and serviceable. And I'm not really seeing Rondé Hollis Jefferson, but we just seen him. Ooh, that's not. Yeah, no. Solomon Hill, he's 30, but he's not a starter. Batum's over the hill. Mo Harkless, but we've been down that road before. Doug McDermott, but is Doug McDermott going to come cheap? I don't know. Probably not. And so I hate to say it, Knicks fans. Yeah, kind of got to go at Knox next year if you want Damian Lillard. Is that a bad thing? Probably not. Because I think Knox is going to have a great year.
Hey, Hoodie, did you go see Kev here when he came here and played in John Wall Classics?
No, I did not.
Man, I was sitting on the floor seat watching that dude. And I mean, I seen him play against Ayton. You know, and they lost to Ayton in the semifinals. But he played with Rod Strickland's son out there in Florida. And man, when I was watching that boy in college and in high school, man, I was saying to myself, boy, if Allen Houston can get this boy in New York and get him up under his wing and work with him, I see Allen Houston all over again. But I don't think Allen Houston even stepped out to even work out with that guy, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. We be having guys that's up there we're just getting money for nothing, ain't doing nothing to help out. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be working out with some. It seemed like you would have a favorite player or something that you would want to go out and work with, you know what I'm saying, or learn him something, do anything, man. All them guys, man, they ain't grabbing them guys and trying to teach them nothing, man. You never heard of even Larry Johnson and Julius talking, nothing like that.
I've seen Allen down on the court working with some players.
Yeah,
I don't know how much he's done it, but I've seen it. I've seen Allen down on the court. I've seen him talk to RJ. I've seen him talk to Knox. A couple things. You see how the team puts out pictures and stuff. You see him practices Allen down there talking to some players. What are they talking about? I don't know. If he's giving them tips, I don't know. I know this. There was a video. There's a video the Knicks put out, and Allen Houston was shooting, and I was like, he can probably still suit up. Allen Houston still got that. He was out there draining them. I'm like, go ahead, Allen.
Yeah.
But I it's these kids. A lot of players, they go out there and they work with other players. I know, honestly, last year, and I'm not saying people are like, oh, you compare him to Kevin Durant. Last year, I saw Kevin Knox playing a lot with Kevin Durant. Last year, you can video evidence right there. Does that mean like Kevin Durant's taking him under the wing? I don't know, probably not. But that's the thing. Like, you want to upgrade, because here's the thing: if you put Damian Lillard on the Knicks team with Julius and RJ, and like I said, other teams are gonna make moves, right? Now the top teams, the Philadelphias, the Milwaukees, the Brooklyns, even Atlanta, they're pretty much stuck. Like, their main core is their main core, so they can only make like minor little moves, little tweaks here and there. But who they got is who they got, right? Can Miami make some moves? Yes. Can Boston make some moves? Yes. But the top three teams, if you add Damian Lillard to RJ and Julius, are we an upper echelon? Does Damian Lillard make this team an upper echelon Eastern Conference team?
I mean, it's, be honest with you, I think we're done. We're done, and I think we're gone past Boston from here on out. I think we're done. We're gone past Toronto from here on out. Now, we're looking at Philly and Brooklyn in our division. What I'm looking at is Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? I put Miami in the same boat as us. You know what I'm saying? We both trying to make moves to get better. You know what I'm saying? Even though they got a little bit more experience across the board than what we do, than what we got. But we did get some experience this year, being that we was in the playoffs. But be honest with you, Dame is not gonna beat Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Even with our roster right now, if we just brought Dame, it's not gonna beat Brooklyn. We need two pieces. It'll give us a fight with Philly. It'll give us a fight with Milwaukee. But it's not gonna beat Brooklyn. We got to have two pieces to go against them Wolves over there. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I love our position where we at, because it reminds me so much of as our cross-town rival with Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because in 2019 they was in the same boat as us. That what we did this year. You know, they had a young core that shocked the world, that went to the playoffs, and they lost 4-1 to Philadelphia in the first round. It's the exact same thing. And they showed up, and it brought some players to that team to help them get over the hump. Just the same thing that I'm looking at with us. You know what I'm saying? Our first time being in the playoffs, our organization is straight. We got some cap space, and we got some draft picks. We got to go get two major players, and I believe that's what they're going to do. I don't believe World Wild West and Leon Rose is going to sit around waiting to develop anything else. And Tom don't want to do that neither. Tom is on right now mode. You know what I'm saying? I believe they're going to keep probably 5 pieces to us. I believe they're going to have to keep Mitch. I know Julius ain't going nowhere, because Julius can be a third piece killer. If we can get 2 more pieces that's better than him, I know we're going to keep RJ, and I know we're going to keep Quickly, and I know we're going to keep Obi. I don't know about anything else. Anything else might be the way to clear up all the cap space to make moves and do what we got to do along with our draft picks. But them dudes is going big time hunting. They already know it. They already see it. And if you're a fan like I am, you see it too. That's just New York City, you know. But this is the time that I say we don't did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? We got everything at one time when we can make and build our team for some more years to come and be a candidate to fight for a championship. But we got to have at least 2 more players to beat Brooklyn, because they suicide.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So you say get 2 more pieces.
Mm-hmm.
The question is how, and that's where it breaks down because, like I said, free agent wise, this is not a good free agent class.
Mhm.
It's not. Like, unless you think Kawhi and Chris Paul about to beat the Lakers
Mhm.
right now, so that means the West is wide open. If he gets to Western Conference Finals, if he gets to the finals, can you see him leaving Phoenix? Probably not. Kawhi, it's not over for them yet. But like I was saying, Kawhi spent too long trying to get to the Clippers. He's been too long trying to get there. For him to just up and leave. I honestly don't think that Kawhi and everyone keeps saying that Tom Thibodeau and Kawhi be perfect for each other. I don't see that personally. I think it's the complete opposite because we all know that Kawhi is the king of the load management,
Right.
and Tom Thibodeau is gonna run you in the ground, and Kawhi gonna look at it like nah. I ain't about to do that.
Mm-hmm.
People got to realize that too. People just think, he's defensive coach, defensive minded player. Kawhi Leonard is not trying to be run into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to take that into consideration too.
You're right. You're right.
So do I think that's a perfect match? No, I don't. So with that being said, there's really nobody on the free agent market this season that you be like, if we got this player, he's just that piece right here. Because is Mike Conley that piece? No. I'm trying to think who's even out here. Let me see. Go who's even out here. DeMar DeRozan. I mean, maybe DeMar DeRozan, but to me, DeMar DeRozan and I think that's a bad. DeMar and RJ are too similar to work, in my opinion, because they both kind of operate in the same areas. That's why I don't think DeMar would be a good fit next to Julius, but I don't think it's DeMar, Julius, and RJ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that really
It
happening.
has some potential. It has some potential, especially if he can get that trade ball up about 4 to 5 more percentage higher. It has some potential. You know what I'm saying? Then
Who, RJ?
Yeah,
Okay.
it has some potential because DeRozan ain't pulling up nothing out there. Everything he doing is free throw down. If it ain't 10 to 12 feet, he going to the rack. But RJ problem is he can't get to the rack. So if he can get his percentage up a little bit more out there, that 3-point line, it has potential to work.
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was watching them guys, and I'm glad that quickly, he came in trying to develop the guy. Reason why old boy was throwing all them other guys shot up out of the gym because them guys only have floaters and stuff like that. They don't know how to. They don't have creative shots inside the paint. Them like RJ and Burks, them guys can't create. You know what I'm saying? Layups high up off the glass and all that stuff, So that's why he was looking in the stands when he was catching their stuff, you know what I mean? But DeRozan could work, but I don't really want to pay him at that age where he at. I mean,
yeah, because you would get DeRozan at like what 25 starting out. 20,
yes, sir.
25.
Yes, sir.
Because here's the thing: even when you get that, this is where it's hard to get Damian Lillard. Because let's say you even got DeMar DeRozan at $25 million. That leaves you with what, 35-ish million to go?
Yeah.
So at this point, and this is the problem with the whole red shirting thing. This is the problem with Tom Thibodeau not playing the young guys. What you do to players like Knox and even Obi and Quickly by not playing them big minutes, by not getting them out there, is you diminish their value. Good or bad, them not playing, you're diminishing the value that they have because teams don't really know what they're getting. Like if you are a general manager of another team, of Portland, and I say, I'm going to give you Kevin Knox and Quickly for Damian Lillard, you're probably going to hang up in my face. You be like, man, this man, what is he smoking there in New York? Well, they got that good stuff up there. I thought we had the good stuff here in Oregon. Nah, what? They's going to laugh at you. You cannot build a package around the kids that the Knicks have because their show value is so low. You know that Quickly has some upside, but what exactly is the extent of that upside? You know Obi has upside, but what is that extent of that upside? You don't want to get rid of RJ. So it's like, okay, you're handcuffed because I didn't showcase these kids to be able to package them for something big. And that is, I think, something that people didn't see. If Kevin Knox was bad, some scout out there is like, you know what? He's bad, but he has this thing that I think if we got him, we could fix.
Right.
But because you didn't put him out there, what were the scouts? His tape is so limited. And that, I think, hurt. Obi Toppin played great in 15 minutes a game. But are scouts going to be like, can that be sustainable for 30 minutes a game? I don't know, because we've never seen him do it.
Right.
We think, but we can't put our jobs on the line for something that we think. We have to be sure. We have to be 100%. That's how people lose their jobs. And
immediately.
Yes. So because it's the only known commodities that are under salary are RJ, and who's still kind of in unknown, and Julius. So that is where we are. And so we have to be, me personally, I'm gonna put this out here for the world to hear.
Y'all pay attention, man. Listen up, man. All y'all that ain't around because we ain't playing.
It would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if the Knicks traded Julius Randle. But you don't trade Julius Randle for just anybody. This has to be a superstar level player if you trade Julius Randle.
What superstar level type player you gonna trade him for? It's gonna fit into Tom's system because we're not going up and down the court, and that hurts us. We're not getting, fast break buckets and stuff like that, and that hurts us.
I think, to be honest with you, I don't know if our pace of play was a product of the style that we play because Julius Randle ran point forward instead of giving the ball up, or the Elfrid Payton is not a fast break kind of player. Because you saw the Knicks second unit get up and down the court when we got Derrick Rose. And when you saw Derrick Rose handle it, you saw the pace of play increase with the second unit during the regular season. It slowed down when Julius Randle was like, I'm going to hit the ball up the court myself.
Right.
Julius Randle ain't outrunning nobody. And when he's about, dribble, that's what slows the pace of play down. So if you got if you got Damian Lillard, of course your style of play is going to change. I would hope that Tom Thibodeau changes his play style, because that was never, like when he was in Chicago, clearly with a healthy young Derrick Rose, you didn't see Carlos Boozer bringing up the ball. You didn't see Noah bringing up the ball. It was Derrick Rose. So
him or Kirk.
Yeah, I believe like Tom Thibodeau does adjust his strategy depending on the personnel that he has. Like at the beginning of the season, he was like, Julius is our best player. I'm running the offense through him. So our style of play is going to be a lot slower because I have my power forward initiating my offense.
Right.
Instead of a traditional quick point guard who's going to go, who's going to move, who's going to look. Because there's a difference between getting assists and facilitating. There are two different things.
That's right.
Magic Johnson could facilitate. Magic Johnson can run an offense. Passing the ball is like passing the ball. I don't even think if I can think of a example. But those are two different things. And Julius Randle was not a facilitator. Julius Randle passed out of double teams to open teammates. And that's a different thing from I'm creating for other people. I'm setting things up. I'm reading the defense. Like Chris Paul does that. Chris Paul can read the defense and know where to get the ball and put people in that right position. He doesn't have to wait for them to get open. Chris Paul can get you open. Julius Randle doesn't do that. And so you bring in a Damian Lillard type of, like, I would trade if Portland was like, okay, we'll trade you we'll trade you Damian, but we want Julius Randle. Leon Rose has to be certain that Obi Toppin is ready.
Because that's his man.
I tell people all the time, when Leon Rose drafted Obi Toppin, Leon Rose was the happiest man in that room. That's you video evidence. That was his guy. Leon Rose drafted Obi Toppin to be the future power forward of the New York Knicks. Not to be out the bench playing 15 minutes a game. Now, what Julius Randle did this season was show everybody, like, hey, I can change my game and elevate my game.
Right.
And we all know that this was a pleasant surprise, but nobody was expecting Julius to have the type of season that he had. And I thought about this earlier today. Everyone's like, oh, well, Julius Randle is going to learn and he's going to come back and put in that work that he had last year. But last year was weird because the Knicks went 9 months between the end of the previous season and this season. 9 months. Do you know the equivalent of 9 months is 3 off seasons?
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of 3 off seasons. Julius Randle getting 9 months to work on his game. He's getting a normal, typical off season. So I'm not expecting that big jump again from Julius.
Right.
Because he's not going to have the the same amount of time that he had last year to work to come from that first year Julius to second year Julius.
Mm.
Would there be an improvement? Yes. But I think the Julius Randle that we pretty much saw is pretty much who he's going to be.
Right.
Because even this season, you saw plenty of glimpses of the old Julius Randle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a knock, but he's the best asset that we have.
Right.
And to be honest with you, this is, and I'm not saying to trade, I'm not advocating to trade Julius. I'm saying if you were, this would be the time to do it this offseason. Because the Knicks are going to pick up that option. The Knicks are going to pick up Julius Randle's option.
They don't have no choice but to pick that up.
No, they're going to do that, right? The Knicks will probably offer him a contract extension. That's from the Knicks' perspective. Julius Randle's perspective is, if I wait until 2022, I can make $100 million more than I can make this season.
Yeah, but he got to put up them numbers.
But he has, so that's the thing. Do you, if you're Julius Randle, do you bet on yourself, or do you take the money now?
Be honest with you.
Because what you're doing is you're gonna leave $100 million on the table, either or. Either way, you're gonna leave $100 million on the table.
I know if I'm gonna bet on myself, like within the next 3-4 months, because for my game to change, you know what I'm saying? My game became, his game became at least 35% better than what it was in his first year. He don't reach all high. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's never been the number one unless it was in high school. He wasn't the number one in Kentucky. He wasn't the number one in New Orleans. He wasn't the number one when he got drafted to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But now he came here, he became a number one. So he has improved his game from year one. But year one didn't allow him to receive no endorsements because he pretty much almost stunk up the gym. So now in this season right here, I don't became, player of the week, player of the month, most improved player, and all this and that. Endorsements need to be coming out of any and everywhere in New York for him. But if them endorsements is not coming out, then that tells me I need to bet on myself and perhaps maybe, maybe go somewhere else, because endorsement deals supposed to come out for that man this year. Be honest with you.
I said this. Last night. Here's the thing about endorsement deals, right? Clearly, not everybody gets them.
Right.
Obi Toppin has a shoe line with Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for a second. Obi Toppin has a shoe line with Jordan.
Right.
Because Obi Toppin is marketable.
Mm-hmm.
What a superstar player is can you be marketable?
Mm-hmm.
Is ESPN going to highlight you when ESPN comes on? They show the clips and everything.
Right.
Do you have the highlight dunks and everything like that? The highlight plays? That's when people want to endorse you.
Right.
Because everybody knows who you are. Because you that household name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that with Julius Randle's style of play,
right,
I don't think he'll ever be that highlight reel heavy. People coming down, knock his door down because they want to endorse him. He is not Kevin Durant. He's not LeBron. He's not young Blake Griffin.
Right.
So I don't see a lot of big endorsements coming to Julius. You would think he plays in New York City and everything, but
Right.
his style of play is just not, it's not modern. It's not fancy.
Mhm.
You know, it's not something that the people really want to buy. Knicks fans love it because he's a Knick. But the average NBA fan is like, oh, well, you know, he's not on SportsCenter doing highlights. And so that's why it's like, in your contracts, you need to get as much as you can.
Right. That's why I say if I'm not going to get that bread and no endorsements, I think I'm going to bet on myself because I need that money. But like even like when LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Bosh, them guys got together, you know what I'm saying? That's why they let Bosh get the most money because they know he's not endorsable. LeBron and Wade, they was endorsable. So go ahead, you get the bread, you know what I'm saying? We take the low end because we got endorsements, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know, in 3-4 months, I'm gonna know how they really feel about me as far as endorsements here. You know, I don't care if it's drinking chocolate milk or something. You know, Melo had a couple of them, but you know, say he didn't have too many, but he was marketable. But you know, he got to get some type of endorsements going on. He can't just live in New York on the strength of just a New York check. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see his shoes or anything. He got to have some movement going on. But if ain't no movement or nothing like that going on for him, then, you know what I'm saying, I would probably just bet on myself, you know, be honest with you. But he got a lot of things going. He got some things in his favor. You know, we ain't never had an all-star player just sit up in there and have his family all up in the garden, you know, the love and appreciating seeing that story after every game, especially when we win it. You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful, those were beautiful moments, you know what I'm saying? That was good. And it allowed us to really feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's our boy. That's us right here. We need to take care of him and keep him here. You know what I'm saying? And you really got to show you got to show people that, you know, we are willing to take care of our players now, especially coming off the Carmelo situation, dealing with Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to, you know, start branding and showing that, yo, these are our players. We're gonna take care and make sure they all right. You know, they good. They took care of. You know what I'm saying? You know, just letting them go like that really, you know, it would probably set a bad tone around the league. Like, see, they still they same ways. You know what I'm saying? They ain't take care of their own. How they gonna do that, man? Man, an all-star, most group player, you know, he put awards up. Yeah, he had a bad playoffs, whatever. He stunk it up, but still in all, he did this, did that, you know what I'm saying? And then we can always use the excuse, yeah, he was a rookie, yeah, this first time ever, yeah. But that goes out the window because this was his first time in the playoffs too, you know what I mean? But you know, I mean, I want the best for him, but I want the best for our team. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. If you're Leon Rose, do you want to do the best for Julius, or do you want to do what's best for the New York Knicks?
But you got all these Kentucky things going on. You can't have all this Kentucky stuff over here. Start throwing them out the door.
It's not throwing him out the door. It's not throwing him out the door. But like I said, it's not like you letting Julius walk, right?
Right.
Like, case in point, I'll give you an example. Do you know who the leading scorer in Toronto Raptors history is? It's DeMar DeRozan.
You're right.
DeMar DeRozan was the heart and soul of the Toronto Raptors for about 9 years. And they had playoff tests after playoff test after playoff test. Everybody, the fans loved him. The organization loved DeMar DeRozan. And 9 years, not one, not two, 9 years, DeMar DeRozan was in Toronto. And they said, you know what? We can't win a championship with you. We would love to, but we can't.
Right.
And they traded the leading scorer in franchise history, the player that everybody loved, to go get Kawhi Leonard.
That wasn't bad. That was a great move.
Exactly. But they traded the heart and soul of the organization.
Yeah, but they lost 9 years with him. So, hey.
The question is, are you willing to lose 9 years? Not saying you are, but you willing to lose 9 years with Julius to realize we can't get over the hump with you?
Well, one thing, we ain't gonna put 9 years into him. What is he, 26, 27 right now? He
Yeah, he's
ain't
like
going on.
26.
Look, we're going to his 3rd year. We ain't getting ready to do all that, man. We got some dudes on our bench and in our offices that's like, right now type guys. Them dudes ain't, man, them for real. We faking in New York. All that developing, that's not our style. That's not what we do. We're a big market. We always go after the big names all the time. We never went after the big time players in a situation like we are in right now. Never have we had this much cap space and this many draft picks in an off season. But the problem is, this is not the off season for that. It ain't but a couple of players. It ain't but one player out there, like you said. That's the claw. Ain't but one person. Anybody else you're gonna have to trade for, or you got to pray and hope and wish that they want to opt out. You know what I'm saying? And be honest, why would Chris Paul? You said it yourself. Why would he even opt out? Ain't no need for him to opt out. He was the final piece for them. They had one all-star player. That's a killer. And they got one person to drive the train. And that's why they're at where they're at right now. We still need 2 pieces. We got a potential. We got a potential with Julius.
To me, like I said, I'm just looking at it as how good can Obi Toppin really be? That's what I'm looking at. Like how good can Obi Toppin be? Can he be Blake Griffin, Amari Stoudemire good? Could he be that type of player?
Obi has potential. He can have a different game than Amari and Blake, because them dudes never really cared about handles. He come from the Rucker with his dad. He come from New York, so he know what it's like to have a handle. If Obi getting his mind frame, that number 3 spot down there we got is wide open. I'm getting ready to go develop and go get that. He has a whole lot of potential to go get that. All he got to do is have some more confidence in his game and develop that handle. And he could be a certified, what, he's 6'9", 6'8"?
He's about 6'9".
That's small forward, really. That's a normal small forward. Catering.
Do you really trust Obi Toppin defensively on the perimeter like that?
On the perimeter?
Yes.
I mean, he was doing it some this year. You either gonna learn how to do it or you're gonna get exposed. The way I look at it, they said he couldn't play no defense at all before he came in here.
There's one defense playing against big man fighting down there, doing that. It's a different thing being on the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Especially under Tom Thibodeau. Like, there's a difference in guarding power forwards. It's one thing to guard John Collins on the perimeter than it is guarding Bogdan Bogdanovic on the perimeter.
I get what you're saying all the way, but he's going to have to learn it because that's what you're going to need. You're going to need an athletic guy like Obi to be able to halfway check Kevin, be able to check Greek. You're going to have to have them type athletic people.
Yeah, but those are both 4s.
Huh?
Not 3. Those are both 4s, not 3s. You're talking about him guarding Chris Middleton and Joe Harris. Would you want to see Blake Griffin on Chris Middleton and Joe Harris? I mean, maybe Joe Harris because he's on the stationary. But the 4s in today's game, like the athleticism, I think with a little bit of weight room, a little bit of strength conditioning, he can get strong as he'll never be as long as Giannis or KD, but he'll be able to bump and run with those guys, I think. Actually, Cully makes a really good point. I said, Cully, listen, I said this a long time ago and people laughed at me. I said, I don't see Amari that much. I see a lot of Chris Webber in Obi Toppin. He'd be like, nah, he's like Amari. I'm like, he's not as long. The explosiveness he gave you. But if you remember J Boogie, do you remember like Chris Webber in like, was that Golden State? Was it Golden State Chris Webber, or was that Washington Chris Webber? I think Washington. Washington. Was that Juwan Howard? I get them confused. Was he in Golden State? He was in Golden State. Remember Chris Webber in Golden State when he was young? Are you on mute? I think you're on mute, J Boogie.
Yeah, he played in Golden State. Remember, he went behind the back and dunked on Charles Barkley. He was a warrior there.
So you remember how young and athletic and explosive that Chris Webber was?
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of Obi Toppin.
That's a good look.
They have the same frame and build than like a young Chris Webber. Now, if he feels as he gets older, because he's already 23. Trust me when I say that 23, you still don't got your grown man body yet.
Right.
Trust me, you still don't got a grown man body at 23. Once he gets that, like, remember how Chris Webber filled out as he got older? If Obi Toppin continues to fill out like that, I definitely see Chris Webber type player on Obi Toppin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said I don't see him long term as a small forward. Like he's a power forward. Like Obi Toppin's a power forward in this league. And once you get outside the Giannis's, the Kevin Durant's type tiers of power forwards like that, is really not that many power forwards, that are elite. Like Giannis, Durant, who else is probably an elite power forward?
Really, man, really? Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis. Jason Tatum's a 3.
No, he's not a 3. They play him at the 4.
No, they play him at the 3.
Him at the 4.
Yeah, he plays.
When did they play him at a 4?
ESPN.com.
Because let me go to ESPN.com right now because I guarantee they have him listed as a 3.
Yeah,
Because they got Robert Williams starting at the 4 with Tristan Thompson.
On LeBron is they starting 3, but in their starting lineup is Pope and Schroeder with LeBron. But LeBron handles the rock. So Davis plays the 4.
I think Robert Williams, Grant Williams.
Hey, Freezy.
Is Chuck Allen in the back, Freezy? I see him in the chat. I just don't know if he's in the back. But yeah, Tatum's a 3. Tatum is not a 4.
Yeah, Tatum's a 3.
AD, and I think even if he did play 4, that's because what's his name was hurt, and they had to kind of do a makeshift lineup.
No, I know Jason Tatum was definitely on forward, but
you breaking up. Freezy breaking up. Freezy, can you hear me? Hello. I don't know if you can hear me or not. He was breaking up. Chuck Allen, you there?
Yes, sir.
How are you this evening?
I'm good. How you gentlemen doing?
What's good? Good morning.
Good morning.
But yeah, that's really, like I said, outside of maybe like 4 or 5 elite power forwards in the league. So can he be a power forward against John Collins or Mikal Bridges? Maybe it's a bonus. Aaron Gordon. They got Jay Crowder playing power forward, for Christ's sake. Jay Crowder. Trevor Ariza played power forward for the Heat.
But that's what the league is now, man. The league is small ball. Small ball.
I think it's small ball if you can't play big. Because I think if you could play big, you would play big.
Yeah.
Because some of the elite teams play big.
That's why the Lakers won it last year. They went big.
Yes. And you can't. I mean, look at like I said, Milwaukee to me is almost. Milwaukee has Brook Lopez and Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Philadelphia has Embiid and Harris. So,
but they got Dwight too now.
And Dwight, like the East, the top teams in the East. I mean, even Atlanta got Capella and Collins and Gallinari. They not small.
And what's the other dude? The other dude that was coming off the bench? He was
Okongwe.
Oh my God.
Onyeka Okongwe. Okongwu.
Man, that dude is a go-getter. He's trash, but he's a go-getter. Got to give it to him because he was heavyweight coming off that bench against us.
That's because Taj is not explosive, and you can jump. Okongwu could just jump all over Taj or jump. That was just. I felt kind of bad for Taj. Taj gave it all he had.
Yes, he did.
But athletically, he's done. Athletically, Taj is done.
As far as your man Obi playing the 4, that's a conversation that you and Leon Rose got to have, Hoodie.
Listen, secretly, I think. Honestly, I think I think Leon Rose is looking like. It didn't go how he wanted it to go, or how he thought it was going to go.
I'm ready.
So that's.
Salute, by the way, was good. I just got here. I didn't know I got put in. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good, J Boogie?
Dude, what's good, man? Good morning, man.
Kev, what's good, Chuck Allen?
How do you?
Yeah, I had to watch the game. That's why I didn't come early. I was listening a bit.
Oh, you watched the Booker show?
Yeah, dropped 47.
Sure.
That's
What do you
crazy.
mean?
You know, I
Yeah,
have
Kobe-
a lot of friends that are just LeBron fans, so I had to troll them because they were hating on me when the Knicks lost. So I had to get my payback.
He had Kobe in the halftime. Did he have 24 half or something like that?
He had like 32. He was going crazy, bro.
Man,
it was crazy.
I tweeted that dude at half for half, man.
Oh.
That's why we talking about Booker. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you guys just talking about? Because I missed it. I just started listening again.
We're talking about Obi moving forward. Now I'm a big believer in Obi.
Oh yeah, me too. I remember people were saying that he's a bust already and that he's trash and he's never gonna be good. And I said not to give up because I don't dislike any of the young guys. I mess with them, man. Yeah. What's good, Kobe?
What's good, brother? How y'all doing? I'm a fool. Before I say anything, how y'all brothers doing tonight, man? Salute.
Good morning.
Man. Good morning. How you?
Good night. Good morning. Either or.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Good morning. I ain't gonna come on here and jump right to the Knicks talk, but let me say salute first to the brothers. But yeah, as far as Obi, I think playoffs lit a fire under him, man. With the little minutes he got, whatever minutes he got, I think he wanted it.
Cully, you remember before the series started, I said that because I asked like who's gonna be surprising for them. They think in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was.
I said Obi's gonna get minutes and he's gonna do good. People thought he wasn't gonna get minutes either, but he got the same amount of minutes. I'm hoping he gets to somehow get 15 to 20 next year because there's no way he should get 10 minutes a game.
Oh man, imagine him.
No way.
Imagine him with some off-season work, man. He's gonna be crazy, man.
Him getting his career high, especially in a playoff game in 19 minutes, bro. That gives so much like confidence in him. So he's a type of player that plays good in front of fans.
Right, like his mom Dukes was there. She was crying. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that was a beautiful moment right there.
Yeah, like I think that's motivational for Obi, man. Like he playing at home. Like, come on, like all the writings on the wall for Obi, man. He could definitely have like a killer season next year. It's all about the minutes and it's all about how.
Hold on one second,
it's all about how next season goes, man. If it plays into our favor, I want to see Obi definitely get more time, though, man.
My question though is how do we get time for him? Because to me, I was like, okay, because I want to keep Mitch over Noel if Mitch is gonna take the contract we want to give him. Right. But I want to keep one of them, most likely Mitch. That's who I want. And then I feel like if we do that, I want to give Taj the Udonis Haslam treatment and have him there until he retires.
I
So,
want
because he's such a good bench like piece just to have there, like for the
right.
team. He's like he always talks to them well, and I think that if we do that and we don't pick up another center, we could run Obi on the bench as a small ball center, or if we really need to work him in that way. Because I don't really see people been saying a 3 to put him as a 3, but I just don't feel like he could be a 3.
Not yet. Nah, not
Yeah,
yet.
it really depends on how he starts playing because he's not really built too much to be a 3.
Right. Nah, he could like if he gets like over the course of years, like as he gets smarter, like if he works on his defense, he could be like that. You know how like Paul Millsap and Al Horford and like you know how they was like 4s, 5s defending like the perimeter.
Yeah.
And giving guys problems. Like he could be like one of those type guys. Like if
It's been interesting.
So y'all sounding like y'all gonna continue on bringing Obi off the bench.
Because I don't think they're gonna start him. That's the thing. I don't know what thing. I would love him to start, but the thing is, if we do keep a Mitch, I want Mitch to start. And the only way it would work out for Obi is if we see him being able to fit and slide into that 3. Because he does technically have the height to be a 3. Because he is 6'9", I'm pretty sure.
6'9", 6'8", yeah. Athletic.
Yeah,
That was gonna be my next question to both of y'all because it seemed like both of y'all was on the same agreement as far as like him not playing the 3. So if he goes into the offseason, he develops a handle, which that's pretty much all he's missing is a handle.
Yeah, that's basically the only thing
a bit
that
more
makes me think
confidence. And our 3 is wide open. Why couldn't he play the 3? Because Obi does not need to constantly keep coming off that bench. But Julius is in his way, and it looks like he's in the way to stay for a minute. So
that's the thing. That's the thing about it. Like, I hope that because the handle is the main important thing. Because we see how like during the games you see him get a pass on the top, and he dribbles once maybe and just passes it out straight away.
Right.
To
That's
Rose,
the confidence right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the lack of confidence when they do the dribble handoff and he get it. He don't even look at the rim.
Yeah, and then he says the pick, and then he tries rim running. Like he definitely like we've seen this a few times when he actually like thinks of doing it, but you know how he does like that pump fake from the 3 and gets a mid range off. We saw last playoff game too. That's something that could be very lethal for him. He needs to.
It could be because he looks very comfortable when he shoots that little pump fake midi.
He's been shooting very well recently.
He's been
like,
shooting
I don't know
well,
if people noticed, but I've said this before the series that I haven't seen him airball a 3 in so long. And I think this is the first time I've seen it. It was last game. It was the first time I seen him airball a 3 in so long.
Oh, with the game 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the corner.
He's been improving so much in general. His defense has improved too, which people didn't think could improve at all. Like his defense started to improve, which is impressive. And I don't know. There's a lot of. I feel like he's gonna have the type of Julius thing where people see him like, oh, he's not gonna be good. He's gonna be like that type of player that's gonna probably be a little better when he's older. But I think he's gonna be a player that becomes good, but later on in his ages. Like next
That's
year
what
is
I think. I think low key he could be like. Yeah, I think he could be like one of those like becomes. I mean, of course I would wish he could be good now, but I could see him like getting better like with time, like getting like coming into his own. I don't want him to be like Trey Lyles. I feel like Trey Lyles was always like, he didn't pan out how he should have. But he reminds me of him because he's a power forward. You know what I mean? Like power forward with some. He got some with game, whatever. But it ain't like translate. That's what he reminds me of right now. But I could see him. Because Chris Webber had it. That's why I said Chris Webber, as you can see right there in the comment. Like, Chris Webber was a power forward with handle about the same height, 6'9", 6'10".
And he was athletic.
He was athletic. And Chris Webber his handle was crazy. And it's like, but he didn't want to play like that. He wanted to play, I think, more like post up or like on the block, like face up. He didn't really want to do like. Because I remember Don. You said what?
He's been starting to post up. We've been seeing our teammates trust Obi a little more in the post ups.
Right.
And he's actually doing something.
He be calling for it. Yeah, he be calling for it in the post up. Like they know.
Yeah, they didn't trust him at all. Like we've seen him so many times in the post in the middle of the year, and all that stuff, and they never pass it to him. Like they glance away from him.
Right.
I need them to trust anyone on the court, no matter what, because the way sometimes when they look at Obi, Like they just weren't fair to Obi.
Right.
I was able to see, during the season, during the entire season, I was able to see that how, Obi finally caught up to the game. He's already fast and athletic. He can get up and down the floor. But what I mean, being able to catch up to the game, coming out of college and he playing against dudes that's just as athletic as him or jump as high as him, if not higher, you know what I'm saying? Do all those type things. So he had to catch up to really the speed of the game, even though he's quick like that. But Obi is a wicked point guard type guy. You know what I'm saying? You put him with a wicked point guard, he gonna do all the crazy stuff around the rim. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was tearing the rim down there in Daytona. But he's not in a position with that type player. You know what I'm saying? It showed with D Rose. Rose was, you know what I'm saying? He was in the game with Rose coming off the bench. They show with Rose. But you know what I'm saying? As far as, playing like back to the basket or face up, perimeter type guy, that's not his game. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't had or developed that. And I like to see him develop that facing the rim type game because it's only going to do but add to him. We know he can get to that rim and dunk and catch oops and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But he add a couple of things to his game, tweak it a little bit, or we going to be just like what we stole with that 8th pick. You know what I'm saying? I like Obi's, you know what I'm saying? I like his future and his potential, man.
Yeah, I like the trailer 3. I like when he gets that little trailer 3 when they run fast break and he comes down and he comes down at the 3-point line and he hits the shot. I like that too. He can add mad features to his game.
He's not passing out of those as much either. Like you can see the confidence.
Yeah, he's not passing
He used
out of
to
those. Exactly.
wait too long when he was open and then pass it up. And then he would be a little confused on what to do next.
Right. Like Jay Boogie said, the game, he caught up. Like, he kind of looking like he caught up with the game his last game.
He caught up at the right time because he caught up the last few weeks before the playoffs. And you could see it because he had so many stretches where he would get 0 points. And then he finally started going to that 6 and around that range, which was very important for us to get into the playoffs in general.
Right.
We're in a great position, people. Great position.
Have you guys talked about what else have you guys talked about? Like in general, have you talked about the Dame and the CP3 stuff?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the Dame, you know what I'm saying? Talked about, what his numbers would be. I think his numbers is like 43 million, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Which would leave like 17 million. That's only if we use like a draft pick to trade for him. We talked about that.
Yes,
pretty much.
There's some interesting things he said. Like it's weird because Nurkic also he said in his interview that at the right situation he wants to come back, but in this current state he said he doesn't think so. And then Lillard said that without 2 or 3 of the best players from the Nuggets, that they lost and they're not fit to win a championship right now. Even with their players and on Instagram, he said that.
I thought they're gonna blow that team up.
Yeah, they're gonna blow it up.
How long should I stay dedicated? How long till my opportunity meets preparation? That's what he posted on his.
That's
Instagram.
what Dame posted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he might be looking to get.
I think he might be. I don't know. Those are interesting things to watch. And then the CP3 thing, because his contract is coming this year, and he wants to get like 43 mil.
CP ain't going nowhere. CP ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I know. But the thing is, they also got to pay Aiden this year, and they got to pay Mikal Bridges. And Devin Booker already makes, like, I don't know, but he already got a max. So they got some money situations. They
they don't have to trade. They don't have to sign Aiden or Bridges this year.
I don't know. That's what they were saying. That's what I read. I don't know.
This is their 3rd year. So, yeah, they still have technically 2 more years they could
Aiden came out the
and you're not about to max out Bridges, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, you can go over with signing your own people. So
exactly, that's not an issue at all.
No.
Especially it all depends on
the Suns owner, because they were cheap in the past.
Here's the thing: there's a difference between being cheap in the past, especially when you don't have a reason to spend. But when you have a reason to spend, you kind of do. So, who have they really needed. Like they didn't re-sign Amari because everybody outside of James Dolan knew Amari's knees weren't going to hold up. Right.
Right.
So that was a smart move. You bitch. I can't blame Phoenix for that. They knew. I wish we knew. But we didn't.
Right.
No, I think we knew and we just didn't care.
Yeah, that probably
is. They had to get a superstar, man. LeBron ditched the whole world, went to Miami. They wanted Knicks felt pressure, I guess.
The interesting thing is with Damian Lillard. I had a conversation with G-Man earlier today. Today I had a conversation with Uncle Freeze, and we kind of differ. Now, Jay Boogie will probably know better than this also. Jay, but let me ask you a question. Over the last 30 years, have the Portland Trail Blazers ever blown it up?
No, I think they always just die with what they had.
Like Portland doesn't blow it. To me, I can't remember in my lifetime of watching basketball Portland blowing it up because they had like
if
the
Lillard wants to leave, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he requests a trade, that's the only way I would see that happening. Not that they would want to do it.
Even if Damian Lillard left, that's not really a blow up because they're not going to trade Lillard and McCollum and Nurkic, right? So like Portland has had the Clyde Drexler years, the Rasheed Wallace years, the Brandon Roy years, the LaMarcus Aldridge years, and then the Damian Lillard years. Like it's always been Portland has been one of the most consistent playoff teams the last 25 years. Right? Consistently, Portland has been they might miss the playoffs one year, but then they right back. They just like retool. And so if you trade if you're Portland and you're going to trade Damian Lillard, you aren't just asking for draft picks in return. And I said it earlier.
Oh no, you asking for some.
You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll give you a treasure trove of draft picks.
No, in actuality, you're going into rebuild mode. If you look at Terry Dame, you're going into rebuild. That's the same thing they did with Orange. They made a choice over Dame and him. So they looked when they got rid of Orange, they looked to rebuild other pieces around them. You're not bringing in no multiple all-stars to come in there and replace Dame. Where's it coming from?
That's the thing. You go ahead, Chuck.
Let me say one thing about Portland. Portland is always willing to let their big men walk away. Mm-hmm. Portland had Rasheed Wallace, Jermaine O'Neal,
Dale Davis,
and the guy that went to the Lakers.
Grant.
Yes.
Oh, Brian Grant.
At the same time. So and they let those guys. Wallace walked. Everybody walked. Jermaine O'Neal walked in Indiana. So with Aldridge, they didn't want to play that style anyway, and they saw that Dame was the future, and they were right because Aldridge went down each year with the Spurs to these out of the league, but I've never seen them trade everybody away and blow it up in that sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Would they do it if like you said earlier tonight and last night, Kev, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, it's insanity. This combination has been together for how many years? And they can't get past the second round. So I can see that happening. But for us to get Dame, whatever the young player that you like could possibly be in that trade, because they're gonna want something else other than just the draft picks, and they have a right to ask for a lot because that guy is big time. You understand me? So, who are we willing to part with?
That's the thing.
And it can't be guys that haven't played and haven't shown their value in this league.
But what about picks? We have 4 picks.
That's not going to do it. Let me ask you a question. If you are the general manager, the president of basketball operations, and you went to Paul Allen, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna trade probably the most popular player in Portland history for some draft picks."
So they're gonna want somebody. So I mean, hey, we got who would they want? Mitch, RJ. One of them, you're gonna have to be ready to sacrifice one of them. I
So
mean, I
here's the
wouldn't
thing:
want RJ to go. I'll tell you that. But
you're
that's
going
just
to
the
have to
reality of it.
realize, because if you trade Damian Lillard, you're kind of saying, okay, I got CJ
Right.
McCollum, I still got Nurkic under contract. So we're not going from scratch. Is what can we add to those two to keep this thing going? Now, I said it earlier, and it's not a popular thing. It will not be a popular thing. And I'll say it again. It might have to take Julius Randle to get Damian Lillard. It just might have to.
It probably would. Hey, I would do it.
Or if
it's a swap.
If it's a three-way with New Orleans, like they still want to move one of those guys, Adams or what's the point guard? I keep forgetting his name.
Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe. Because of the money kind of matches, and they're offering a first-round pick to take one of those guys off their hands.
Yeah.
So
Well,
maybe that.
Well, the thing about it is, we don't have to worry about that, because in essence, we could always absorb it. We're not over the contract, so we could take in his salary and not need a third team to help us facilitate that. Now,
and let them know and that's just with draft picks.
That's just even if it was just straight up draft picks, we can still absorb the $43 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're not going to have that much to fill out the rest of the roster if we did that, but we could always do it. Now, again, Portland isn't just going to want draft picks.
Yeah, they're gonna want like a farm. They're gonna want.
So if you trade Julius and 2 draft picks to Portland, and I was talking to Jay Boogie earlier, you got to be sure that Obi Toppin is going to be ready to take that next step. And you don't have to.
I mean, if you
don't have to feel like Obi Toppin has to replace Julius Randle's production. He doesn't have to do that, because that's why you bring in Damian Lillard to bring in his offensive production, which you just
from a scoring aspect, you're gonna get some scoring.
Yeah, now with Obi, can Obi give you? Can he put up John Collins numbers? Can he give you 17 and 7 a game?
With Damian Lillard,
minutes,
yes.
With Damian Lillard,
with Damian Lillard, with a point guard,
I mean, especially if you got the same amount of minutes, yes.
Yeah, because John Collins wants $100 million, and he legit put up 17 and 7.
Man,
I mean, you said you would give Julius Randle for Cat, so I mean, I would give him up for Dame.
Right. I give him up for Dame right now.
Yeah, I give him up to Dame. I want to leave RJ just because I want to be good for a long amount of time, and I want to have a promising young player.
Right.
That's why if I wanted to trade someone, I would trade Randle, but I don't really want to trade Randle. But if a superstar like that comes available, I would.
Oh yeah, but you still gonna have to put another $23 million with that, because in the NBA the money got the max. So with Julius making what 19.5 or something, 19.8 come next year,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Basically 20 million.
And Dame coming with 43 million. Was that the right number, Hoodie? 43 million.
Yeah, but we don't have to. We don't have to match it, because
we have cap
space.
We have 60 mil, so we're good.
So we're fine. We don't have to add anything else.
Yeah.
But that's why I was saying bring in a third team, so you don't have to get rid of like they won't, like RJ will be off the table. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can
That would just be. I know what you're saying for a third team, but that just makes it so much difficult.
Yeah.
So much more difficult. That's why 3-team trades don't really happen as much with a superstar. But it did happen with James Harden, though. Like, I know what you mean. Like those types of trades.
Right.
It
Because
would
the
just be
Knicks
tough.
have $50
Wouldn't we get
million. Go ahead.
Say what?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying.
I like the new hoodie, Kev. Actually letting people talk. Good job.
Wait,
I
so
see you. I see
wait,
you.
so if we was to trade Randle in that trade, don't we clear out $20 million like off of
No.
Randle's books?
So this is what happened. So we're $50 million under, right? And so we basically will be adding $20 million to the salary cap if we just do a Julius for Obi swap. We'll be adding about $23 million to the salary cap.
Yeah, so we'll have
So instead of
20
having $55 million, we'll have about $33 million.
30-something million.
Yes.
Okay.
It all depends if it. Like I know
43 million, right.
Dame is 31 now, but it all depends on who you rather have now. If you think Julius Randle is gonna become better, that's for the front office to decide if they do that.
Yeah, my bad. I did the math wrong. Yeah. That would actually add another 20 million because if he demands 43 million, then yeah, that's my fault.
But I don't know. I don't see. I don't know. I don't feel like Randle and Dame would do good together.
I don't feel like it
thinking
either.
about it.
I feel like
because they have such. It's like Randle has like an ISO type play style. I don't know if it would really work with Dame.
Right. Dame would do better with Obi though.
Think about it.
Dame and Obi would be some stuff. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about because everyone is talking about it now. You know when the teams get eliminated and they start saying these things in the post conference.
Because guys get impatient.
It's gonna rattle stuff up until the deadline.
Right, they get impatient. Guys the players are human. They feel a different way every day.
Yeah, and they've been saying we were looking at Dennis Schroeder, us and the Heat, and I'm good. I never wanted him, and this man declined $20 million from the Lakers per
get out
year.
of here.
And he played trash in the playoffs, so he just killed his money.
Yeah, get him out of here, yo.
Gotta give Schroeder just a little bit of credit, man. Schroeder is hurt, yo. He's hurt. He's hurt bad. And then he re-injured. No, he didn't re-injure. He hurt his hip along with the injury that he was already playing for. Schroeder's not at a full 100%, but I'm still against Schroeder right now.
Yeah, I just wouldn't give him that much money. Like he for me, he works better still as a sixth man because he hasn't been playing as well as a starter. I don't know. It's been a transition for him.
So if we talking all this anywhere from $20 to $24 million on point guards like Schroeder and Lonzo Ball and all that, what's wrong with going to Indiana and go get Brogdon? What's wrong with that episode? Because they get ready to move on from Brogdon because
it's gonna be interesting.
They get ready to blow up too.
Yeah, they might because we heard it in the deadline. It's gonna be interesting for that team because that team has been so strange. That team in Toronto, they've been such a weird team.
Brogdon, the only thing with him is his injury, but I wouldn't mind him though. He's a good point guard. I wouldn't mind him.
He hasn't been as injured recently, but he used to be injury prone. That's the only worry people primarily have with him. I wouldn't mind him. The injury is the only thing that would worry you in a trade like that if you think he's gonna re-injure it.
Now I'm just thinking about fits. You know what I'm saying? Certain players gonna have to fit. You know, being that we got Tom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. His style of play, you know what I'm saying? And to me, like Brogdon is one of them type guys, you know what I'm saying, that can fit with. Dame can fit too, you know what I'm saying? Because Tom likes a point guard, but I think we need more half court people that, you know what I'm saying, that we can rough people off, beat them down, slow the game down, get them in our half court thing, you know what I'm saying? As long as we got Tom on our bench, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm looking at it a little bit.
He wants one scorer and the other four to be defenders. That's usually how he likes it.
And
he wants everybody else to play D and feed off that one scorer.
And how many championships does Tom Thibodeau have with that strategy?
0.
Well, you have Michael Jordan out there. A lot of people ain't gonna win out there with LeBron.
Right.
That's Michael Jordan.
Rose got hurt. I mean, hey.
I'm just saying that this season we couldn't get past the Hawks with that philosophy. We couldn't get past
'Cause
the
the man got
Atlanta
no
Hawks with that philosophy.
We didn't have
in the NBA, you
we
need
didn't have
more
the
than
personnel.
one scorer. And today, this ain't 1995. In today's game, you're gonna need multiple 20-point scores.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So that mindset of Tom Thibodeau better adjust to his personnel. The personnel don't got to adjust to him. That's the thing about it. You're not gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna get talent because Tom Thibodeau wants to play this way." No, you get talent. You get talent. You say, "Tom Thibodeau, you better adjust to the talent."
Yeah, you also do have to, though. I mean, coaching does also take into account for that. But I do agree with what you say. What you
No,
mean
that's
in that?
facts. That's just
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how Tibbs likes it though, because I mean I don't know. It's up to Rose and Tibbs. I don't know if they're on the same page or what. We gonna find out this summer though. I'll tell you that much.
It's just gonna be so many random because there's always every year there's a random disgruntled star, and whoever that is, we need to be aggressive in.
Right. We need to be. Rose can't sit on his hands, man. This offseason, man. I'm just saying.
Nobody wanted Bradley when all that was going on. It was so many people telling me, "Nah, don't get Bradley. Don't save our draft picks and all that." And look at them draft picks now, 19, 22. For the years and years to come from here on out, we get ready to have high draft picks. The Knicks is not going back down. We're not going back in the lottery and all that.
Right.
I don't see it happening.
Start winning.
So I don't even know why. When we had that chance to go get that dude, man, we should have went and got him and said, "The heck with them draft picks. The heck with them. One this year, one next year, and maybe one the following year with a couple of players. We would have had them. And that wouldn't even included RJ. Wouldn't even included Mitch.
Yeah, I was all for it. I was all for it if it didn't have to have RJ in it, because I didn't think it was really worth if you include RJ in it, because they would still ask for too much, especially with that. But if we found a way to do it without RJ, I would have been fine with that, because I didn't care about this year's picks at all. Like, I knew it was going to be bad, because that was when I looked at the Dallas Mavericks schedule from the second half. Their schedule was so light. I just wanted to trade that pick in the deadline. I didn't want to worry about them losing anymore. But that pick ended up being 21, and now we're stuck at 19, 21.
So we got 19 and 20 the draft picks this year?
Yeah, 19, 21, 32, 58. And it all depends on, we could either try to trade
up, right?
Yeah, we either trade up with that for like a lottery pick, because it wouldn't be too hard with having those like close picks, because they're basically like a back-to-back. And then we have a 32, which is technically a first-round pick, but I mean it's early, so it still got value.
32
so I'm thinking
would
we
be
either trade for a player with those, or we trade up in the draft.
Right.
And the draft is in a month. The draft is in a month in like 2 weeks. So we got a good amount of time. I mean, it's not even that much compared to the last year's, because the season is still starting in October this season. They're trying to get back on track. So they're having the lottery this month and the draft next month. So that's where we're gonna see our first move, hopefully.
Well, Hoodie said it best, you know what I'm saying, before y'all even came in on there. We can't allow ourselves to do the Boston Celtic thing and just have all these draft picks and do nothing with them. We can't do that.
Right, that KP
Can't
move
do the
we got
Danny
picked for. We need to make something happen.
Yeah, we need to find that player. We need to dig deep, try to find that player that we think will be good with us and that's available, and try to pursue them as best as we can. Because that one player can change a lot for us. Like thinking next year, I'm not gonna expect the 4th seed unless I see what we change, because I don't really. The other teams are gonna get better. We need to change too.
Right, they're looking to
as they get better. Because
Right,
I'm looking at the Celtics.
I said that earlier too.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Celtics. And the Celtics were injured and they had a lot of COVID stuff. So
I'm under the
gotta
belief that Celtics are going to do everything they can to get Miles Turner.
I think they already. I still don't understand how they didn't get Miles Turner for Gordon Hayward sign and trade. That still makes no sense to me.
No sense at all.
It legit makes no sense. Like, they were, to me, like before that last year versus the Heat, after they lost, I told all my friends, they're one center away from actually competing. And Miles Turner could have been that guy that actually let them compete. And they just let Gordon go for nothing. Like that's crazy.
Danny Ainge wanted another pick, right?
Yeah,
think he
no,
did.
I think he didn't. He didn't want to give because they were gonna give McDermott. It was McDermott. Oh no, because he was asking for too much. He was asking for Oladipo too, and they didn't want to give Oladipo. He was being greedy with it. He wanted
That's trying
McDermott,
to
Miles
protect.
Turner, and Oladipo.
Did y'all see Dame Lillard tweet yet?
Yeah, and did you see his Instagram post?
Oh,
You want me to
Yeah,
tell
I
you
see
his
that on
Instagram
Instagram.
post?
I gotta
'Cause this
look.
one is
Did you
what
see?
everyone's
Did you see
tweeting.
the goodbye hug him and Melo had at the end of the
Yeah,
game?
I saw.
They
I
had a
saw it.
hug like, "Yo, it's over with.
Two
Yeah.
future New York
Not
Knicks right
coming
there.
back."
Yeah.
I would take Melo too. I don't
They
care.
might have
Melo knows
discussed
his
it already.
role.
Facts. They might have
Yeah.
talked about it.
I would love Melo back.
I wouldn't mind
what?
Melo back.
For what?
You said this. You said this in the deadline too. That would be your favorite thing to happen.
No, the cream on the crop. I mean, the icing on the cake.
Yeah,
I mean-
I would want that. I would want that to happen because he
Not
knows his
Melo.
role now.
Yeah,
Now, I
not-
don't want
not-
him to start.
Yeah, now I ain't trying to get Melo to be the man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
if we do a whole bunch of stuff and then we
that's
get
what
Melo,
I mean.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I want to like. If we can get someone and then get Melo off the bench, if
Right.
they decide to not bring him back and they're not gonna compete no more, do whatever they do, because
Bro.
I don't know if you saw his Instagram. He said, "How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation?" So everyone is posting this now.
No, Dane, you need to come up here, man.
He needs to come to New York.
I know you drop that album for real,
Yo,
boy.
as
We
soon
can
as-
have collaboration.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't like super teams either. So
Well, we ain't no super team
yeah,
yet.
we ain't
so.
no super team.
Yeah,
so.
but that's Nipsey, right? That's Nipsey, right?
Yeah, that's Nipsey. Yeah, he quoted
Yeah.
Nipsey.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
dang, as soon as you see a superstar say, "Oh, preferred destination New York," Knicks need to be on it, man. What y'all want?
This
What
is
y'all
about to be
want?
interesting.
Nah, but Hoodie Kev said.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What did Hoodie Kev say?
Nah, but Hoodie Kev said.
I said what? What did I say?
Dot.
I said a lot of things. What and pertain to what?
Hey, yo,
Okay,
hey, Hoodie Cat, let me ask you a quick question, man. Hey, did I leave that homemade, special made hand sanitizer in your truck?
I don't. Is it in the back?
It would be in the back.
I will check tomorrow.
Yeah,
Speaking of
man.
that,
Kev,
I don't know.
it's been a week. You ain't been in your back seat in a week.
Why would I be in my back seat?
Kev is. Hey, that's peculiar, bro.
So I don't know if J Boog and Uncle Freezy know what this is.
No, I don't know what that is.
Hold it closer.
Very sturdy.
Is that from your
Robe.
hotel?
Did I
Oh,
took
from the hotel.
Man, stealing robes. That's crazy. First you
Yeah,
steal
what
some
the
sanitizer.
Well, they got
then
your
you steal
credit
some
card,
robe.
man. They gonna hit you up with your credit card.
I was gonna take both of them, but I'm gonna take one. They both couldn't fit in my suitcase. So I was like,
That's peculiar, dog. That's crazy.
it's so nice and warm. It's like, ooh, this is. They don't miss. They got plenty of them.
You wear robes, bro?
I'm gonna wear this robe. It's all flush.
What in the
Very
hell kind
nice.
of punching Judy, man? Jay Boogie, you be rocking robes, bro?
Nah, man.
Yeah, nah, bro. That ain't.
That's because y'all ain't got a robe like this.
Nah, bro. I'm from Jersey.
This is wonderful.
Nah, bro. I'm from Jersey. We rock stuff different.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? Man.
This is great. Oh man.
That's that must be that North Carolina. That PD Pablo, take your pants off and wrap around your head. How you go, Kev? North Carolina.
Who is taking their pants off?
Take your pants off and twist it around your head.
Hey, let me tell you, boy. If them guys in the Bull City, Durham, found out Hoodie and they're wearing robes, they gonna run them up out of there.
Run fast.
That's how it is. You got tired. This is wonderful.
I'm getting ready to get off, but I'm glad you came on, Freezy. Let me give you your flowers because I've been going around, from pod to pod, letting everybody know.
Right.
My brother.
Yeah, man.
It's
I
been
love you,
great.
Doc.
I love you too, man. It was great meeting y'all. You and Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Dapping you up, hugging, laughing, giggling, had a great time. But more importantly, man, it's been a great first year with many, many years that's coming to rock with you this year on your show. It's great. both of them, all three of them, really. Just great first year with you, man. And we got more years to rock, man. I just want share that with you and let you and Hoodie, y'all know that, man. It's been great rocking with y'all for the first year. You know what I'm saying? Doing the Nick thing with y'all, man. Even though y'all been doing it longer than a year, but this is my first year with y'all. So hey, man. Love y'all guys. Great dudes right there, man. And any of y'all other guys, if I got a chance to be somewhere where y'all at, man, I'm trying to meet you, man. I don't want to just know you through the glass, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather know you and be able to sit down, rock, conversate with you. But we had a great time out there in the A, you know what I'm saying? Just on some man time, lifetime, real life, real conversations, you know what I'm saying? Sharing with one another, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, rocking with our Knicks, you know what I'm saying? But just getting together, it was great, man. And I just wanted to give you the flowers for that, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. We had a good time. We had a good time, no doubt.
Yes, we did, man. All the way, man. All the way. All the way to the third quarter, Hoodie.
All the way.
Yeah. We were looking for somebody. They disappear.
Yo, I was at work, boss. You know me. I be working. I be grinding, bro. I be grinding. When Hoodie Cap was putting on strange robes and stuff, bro, I was shooting videos, posting to the channel, bro. I'm a grinder, bro. I had to get back when you was in that plush hotel bed that night. I was cutting rebar. What? Bro, I'm a grinder, bro.
Me, J Boog, and Rob Nick, like, where Uncle Freezy?
I was hightailing it back so I can work, bro. I gotta get this. I gotta make this bread. Ain't nobody making this bread for me, man. That's real life. That's real talk right there.
The road made me sleepy.
Yeah.
So comfortable.
Yeah. Nah, that road made you highly questionable.
Am I Michael Wilbon?
Yeah, that road made you highly questionable. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm from Jersey, bro. I drew the line at name belts. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I will rock a name belt. Jay Boogie, remember the name belt back in the day?
Yes, sir.
But when cats started putting spikes on their belts, I was like, nah, that's a bridge too far for me, bro. I mean, I
feel like I need a mug of coffee and go wait outside for Jimmy to go get my newspaper.
Hey, what about Austin?
Man, if I ever see Austin, it's gonna be a misunderstanding.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but hey, a robe, that might be too much for me. I mean, that might be a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? For me. Now, I will rock some Adidas with no shoestrings in them. You know what I'm saying? I might do that. You know what I'm saying? I might rock a tracksuit, a Puma tracksuit. You know what I'm saying? Representing, you know what I'm saying? But a robe, bro, nah.
This robe, a lot of people wear robes, and this is very plush and comfortable.
Kev, I don't even wear herringbones no more. I was in the joint. The dude was like, "But this is a nice herringbone, Uncle Freezy." It's like,
hey, Hoodie, for real, I was getting ready to call you. At about 10:45 p.m. after the game 5 and tell you, let me get that information. I was getting ready to grab that. What you said was 18 up? I'm gonna grab that.
No, we ended up with 21.
Yeah, I was gonna grab that because I knew the tickets was gonna be out. I know, man, that was a big boy game coming, game 6.
Yeah, man.
Everybody was gonna want to be up in there, whether it was Atlanta or the Knicks. Right. You wanted to be in that building, and I ain't seen nothing but dollar sign. What's that?
The Photoshop already began when we were down 3-1. So
yeah, I mean, Kev. I mean, come on,
I got
Kev.
that saved already too.
This is on Twitter. I ain't create this.
On Twitter.
Yeah, come on, Kev.
I did not create this.
I don't even want to start thinking about superstars yet. They always disappoint in the off season anyway.
There's several of them. I don't want to see that. That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to see that right now.
Why would he leave Portland and go to Milwaukee?
You never know.
They just gave him all that money. They gave him a rack load of money too. Holiday.
Drew Holiday. I'm about to say Drew Holiday already over there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they would flip Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard.
Yes, sir, they will.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to see that though, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see him in Miami neither.
Yeah, because they're gonna be
I
pretty
see
aggressive.
those two teams.
Yeah,
Miami.
I'm good.
They're gonna be looking to get
That
aggressive.
seems
this
like
offseason,
something
too.
Pat Riley would do just to stick it to us. Pat
Yeah.
Riley, stop doing that.
Don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised if Celtics let Kemba go somehow, or trade him off, and try to get
It'll be
Lillard as
real
well.
hard to trade Kemba just because people think that he's damaged goods.
Right.
I
Not
personally
be
think that
surprised,
he's
man.
going to be okay, but
Kimber still trying to play Skelly, man. He looking for a Skelly top, man. You might mess with Kimber Walker. Hey, God bless y'all, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna see y'all. The bell gonna go off when you go on in the morning, and I'm gonna talk to y'all, man. Y'all men stay up, man. Keep doing what y'all do, man. Love and
All right,
appreciate
brother.
y'all.
Peace
man.
out. Have a good night.
No doubt.
Go on, brother.
Yeah, man. Yo, Kev.
yes, sir.
It's that time. It's that time, bro. It's that time, man. For sure. People gonna every disgruntled super people are gonna be putting together dream teams on the Knicks, and it's gonna be great. Our backcourt. We're gonna start. No lie. We listen to who we gonna start, right? And just bear with me. We gonna start Dame Lillard, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Karl Anthony Towns.
Come on.
All of the starting lineup.
I like it.
That's like 7 people, but we gonna start them all at the same time.
Wow,
You know
they
what I'm
change the rules like that?
Yeah. Because you're not Knicks fans, are. Hey, what's up, L Train? What's good? Hey, yeah, man. It's crazy. Knicks fans are gonna be like fighting over. We're gonna be debating over Bradley Beal versus Zach LaVine. No, man, Bradley Beal can't do such, and we ain't gonna wind up getting none of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think the best move for the Knicks to make, since we talking about it, I really didn't want to get to this. I didn't really want to start talking this stuff until July. But since we already popped the top on it a little bit, I think the best move for the Knicks is build through the draft and find their own superstar. Continue building that young core like Hoodie Kev was talking about, and not trade for a star. Let Walt Perrin find us a Donovan Mitchell or a Andre Kirilenko, because we're legit not just we're not as far away as what people think. We're the right pieces away, right? Like for instance, Reggie Bullock is not in the right role, and Alec Burks is not in the right role. Those players should be player number 8 and number 9 in your rotation, right? We depended for the love of cheese and crackers, we were dependent on Alec Burks. Depending on Alec Burks. Right. And I didn't want to say that during the season, but you know what I'm saying? Because you got to root for your guys.
Mm-hmm.
But we were depending on Reggie Bullock and Alec freaking Burks. What's going to happen is, in my opinion, is this. I think out of those I think we are going to find us a star. And listen, and it's not even because of Leon Rose or Walt Perrin or Tom Thibodeau, Hadouken. I think we're going to find us a star because we're about due. You know how every franchise finds.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like every franchise finds them a star, right? Like the Washington Wizards, man, for the love of Mike, have a star. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Bradley Beal. Now he might not.
Oh no! Wait, I just confused. Yeah.
They drafted him years ago, though. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
But they got an opportunity to get him.
Right, and they drafted Bradley Beal. They drafted Bradley Beal number 3 overall, and they drafted John Wall number 1 overall. Right. And see, for the love of Mike, man, when is it going to be the Knicks' turn?
You see, the thing with that is how you're talking about, like, we shouldn't talk about it now. You want to talk about it in the summer, right?
Right.
I mean, since the draft is in July, and like, if we make a move, we kind of make a move at that time, if anything, because those are the picks that people want to use for the trade, right? Those are the main picks that we could use for the trade. So,
right,
we'll see it right there if we're really gonna do something. because we have so many picks there.
Right. If I'm the Knicks, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm the Knicks, what I do is I scout this draft heavy, and if I can't get my hands on a Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan type player out of this draft, I'm trading that pick for a proven superstar. And I know that sounds crazy, right? Because
but you say you want to go through the draft, so how do you know specifically unless we trade up?
But what I'm saying is so we should, because you don't have to draft a Patrick Ewing number 1. I mean, Pat Ewing went number 1. Michael Jordan went number 3. But what I'm saying is Kawhi Leonard went what? 15, right? Yeah. Paul George went like 13, right?
Yeah.
So what Donovan Mitchell went 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do if I can't find a guaranteed home run in this draft, then I'm out, and I'm looking to go. I think the priority should be Karl-Anthony Towns over Dame Lillard, right?
Why? I don't understand that. Why would you have? So you want to trade Randle?
No,
because I don't see why we should have two good centers, like technically a power forward and a center. I'd rather have a wing or a point guard.
Well, you're gonna both need a point guard to set them up either way.
Nah, bro. You got to look at fit. Like say for instance, if I could get my hands on Steph Curry, I think Steph Curry and Julius Randle would be perfect.
Yeah,
but a ball
not leaving though.
But what I'm saying is just somebody like a Steph Curry,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Julius Randle likes to handle the basketball, and Steph Curry likes playing off the ball, even though they do get back to their roles of being a power forward and a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like Steph Curry enjoys being in the half court and letting Draymond Green find him. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this kind of, and it sounds like as if I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but I'm not. What I'm saying is like somebody said Devin Booker went 13. Like if we can find us a guy that can put up 60 in a game.
No, Devin Booker didn't go 13.
He went 11. He went 11, right?
He went 11. He went somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Wait,
it might have been 12. Yeah,
I think he went 11.
Oh, he was a top draft pick, wasn't he?
I thought he was before that. Yeah, I thought he.
No, he went a top 10 pick. Jamal Murray went 9. He was a top 10 pick.
Oh,
I think he was like 12.
Nah, he was 13.
Oh, he was 13. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No, because I thought he said it wrong. Because he said Donovan and Devin Booker went 13. I thought he might have mistakenly said it. But yeah, he was 13.
I hate even thinking about Donovan Mitchell right now.
Right. So what I'm saying, man. Hey, man. So listen. So what I'm getting at is just the way we get over the way we get by Atlanta, because Atlanta, they beat us this year, but Atlanta, in my opinion, they beat us this year in the playoffs, but they're in the same position as us, bro. They ain't get ready to go out and win 70 games next year. They're gonna be the same thing as the Knicks, a team that's gonna win between 44 and 50 games, because they play a style of play in which cats can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? You zoom. Your cats don't stay healthy in that. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be in the same. We might see them next year. It might be like a 3-6 matchup or a 4-5 matchup again. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the same.
They did get better. I mean, they got a better coaching situation. So yeah.
Well, they had a lot of things go. They had a lot of things go right. They got hot at the right time.
We got certain players back.
Right,
back team. Right.
Right, and we got hot right before they got hot, and then we cooled off.
And then that's that week layover, man.
Yeah. So I don't think Atlanta is that much, but I heard people saying like, "Oh, look at the roster." Yeah, but look at how they talent performed.
Their talent is better, but I don't think that's not the reason I think the main.
No, I think we lost. We ain't put up a better fight.
No, I think they're top in 10. Trey Young is by far better than anybody we got on our roster. Period. It's not even close.
I might have to agree somewhat.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
He's very talented. Yeah, very crafty, talented. Yeah, he's solid, man.
And we don't have a Trey Young.
We don't have a Trey Young. And he's a point guard, and that's the number one thing. He's a point guard.
Right. And so the reason why I was telling Duke that Karl Anthony Towns solves these issues is because if you have if you have a healthy Derrick Rose and Elfrid Payton, and you have a Karl Anthony Towns running the screen and roll with some journeyman point guards, that we beat Atlanta 3-1 with Karl Anthony Towns,
right,
and Julius Randle on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? Capella's not holding on Towns.
Right.
I don't know,
bro. I'm telling you. Yeah. I mean, because you can't say that Damian Lillard can get this team out of the first round because his team lost in the first round tonight.
I think that's
but Damian Lillard put up a fight though.
It's more of a matchup thing. Like, how would Damian Lillard go?
I think he would kill in the East.
He would kill.
If Damian Lillard put up 55 against the Hawks, then I'm pretty sure we win that game.
Right.
Yeah, because we were just missing shots. The main thing of this whole series is us missing shots.
And gravity. It's gravity too. You put Damian Lillard on the floor, and now Julius Randle gets one-on-one matchups.
If you have Cat on Capella, for example, that's gonna be a bit of a tough matchup. It's not gonna be any guarantee, but if you do put Dame on Trey, that's definitely a favorable matchup where he has no defense, so it causes a switch right away.
So if you have Cat on Capella, who guards Randle?
I mean, the same people that have been guarding him. Hunter, Collins. Kobe. I mean, you're saying it's bad, but he didn't show up against them, so that's the thing about it.
But okay, so Duke, so you're saying that as if Gallinari shut Julius Randle down by himself.
Right. That's why I'm saying those different players are gonna keep guarding him.
Yeah, and Julius Randle, okay.
So he gives him a reason to switch or do something else.
Nah, Cat
can score the ball. So
Cat can score. And Julius Randle can score too.
So he's a threat. They're threats. Automatically, they're threats.
Right. And our centers weren't threats in this playoffs
except
for Taj. And then how much of a threat was he? You know what I'm saying?
In last game, I legit saw them pass the ball to Taj. Taj was on the shoulder for a 15-foot jumper. Taj stood there.
Taj is not.
Clint Capella stood there like.
No one on the team was a threat except D Rose.
And Taj literally dribbled and passed the ball.
Yeah,
turn his back to the goal and pass the ball.
I'm telling you, hey man, we've been watching bad center play for so long that we don't even know what good center play look like. I mean, for the love of Mike, we talking about offering Mitchell Robinson $17 million, and he's a dude that averages 8 and 8.
No, hell no.
Yeah. No, give him 20 mil.
Get us Miles Turner.
He averaged 8 and 8.
I want Miles.
Yeah, the only guy I was cool with trading for, like as far as a big man, was Miles Turner. Like that's the only.
The thing that ruins that is that I mean, I would have done that too, but the thing at the same time they both have like injuries now with their.
I mean,
but one thing he would have pulled Capella out.
Yeah, and provide spacing.
One doesn't get rebounds, and one does get rebounds, and one doesn't get rebounds and spaces.
And he's a late shot blocker.
Hey, Kevin, you hear this? You hear this? They talking about Miles freaking Turner. They talking about a dude that averaged 12 and 6.
I just realized something for one.
Dude averaged 12 and 6, bro. And y'all want to give up three first round picks for a dude that averaged 12 and 6.
No, I wouldn't give up 3 first round picks.
He's not worth that much in
free agency.
He worth like 2 active role players the most. He ain't all that crazy.
He's worth a first and then whatever.
Indiana trying to shed salary,
bro. Man, I would save that first that I would trade for Miles Turner and draft a guy to get me 12 and 6
I wouldn't really. That's why I'm saying I said Mitch to Miles Turner isn't really like that. I wouldn't really want to do that as much anymore, especially because he's injured.
It's crazy. It's not so much his numbers. He pulls dudes out and he can hit the three.
Pull him out. That's one thing. He's not being used the right way.
But CT, you know what? you know who the greatest 3-point shooter at the center position of all time is?
Person that only takes it one time. Who you gonna say, Freezy?
Sam Perkins?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
It's not Sam Perkins?
No, it's not Sam Perkins. It's Carl Anthony Towns.
I was joking. I know.
I thought you were gonna say somebody that never takes them. I thought that's what you're gonna say.
No, it's Carl Anthony Towns because he shoots them in volume and at the highest percentage.
Oh,
and I'm going by percentage, not mix per game, by the way. I'm going just by percentage.
39%.
All right, so we get it, so you want Cat? You want Cat on this team? All right.
No. I'm not saying that we have to get Cat. What I'm saying is
how you
that so if we need to address an issue that the team is having,
right,
then I would say getting Cat is my priority versus getting Chris Paul. Because I feel like you can get Cat and then swindle Indiana out of Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, I don't think I just only said the Chris Paul thing because that's what people were saying about the contract, but I wouldn't really take that much money for Chris Paul.
I wouldn't.
He's opting out.
Yeah, I would say I would even do this. I would say I would give Minnesota something for Cat and D'Angelo Russell.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Ooh.
Now we're cooking with gas.
What did you say? I didn't.
He said he would give up. Freezy.
I said if I'm going to Minnesota for a trade, I would give them something for Cat and D'Angelo Russell.
Well, that's not happening.
Well, I mean,
I wish we had the assets for that.
Yeah.
What did they really do this year together? You know, I'm high on Cat, but I'm not high on D'Angelo.
He was injured.
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah, I'm high on.
Yeah, his
I'm
knee injury the whole season.
They're not gonna do nothing next year. They ain't gonna do nothing in the West. Healthy or not?
No. And then you have to realize who you. So, dude, it's like you remember how you holler at your girl. You got to understand who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like with me and I hate to tell this Earth, Wind, and Fire story. I hate to turn it into story time with Uncle Freezy.
Fire.
Right? Yeah. So this girl named Latanya, I was trying to holler at her, but every time I tried to holler at her, Kev, she was always with a pack of girls. Like, they was like, you know what I'm saying? We was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was Uncle, I'm Uncle Freezy, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I was I was trying to holler at her, and I'm like, yo, this is Uncle Freezy in the flesh. What's going on? Why you not writing your number down? I just walked over here. What's good?
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never get the opportunity to holler at her because she was always in a crowd. The setting was always wrong. So then I had to understand who I was dealing with. I was like, yo, she always in a group. So what I had to do is catch her when she's not in the group. Right. But then with that, I was like, maybe I need to get her to come and talk to me about something. So we doing science projects or whatever. And I got the old school science project. I'm doing the vinegar and baking soda and the Kelly. You remember how you used to do volcano? What was that you used to do in the volcano, bro? Was it the vinegar and baking soda? Was
it? It was vinegar and baking soda, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, my teacher, Miss Smith, whatever her name was, she was like, Uncle Freezy, don't you come up here. Don't you come up here. Take no 2 Coke bottles together and spin it. Talk about it's a tornado. You remember that, Cav?
Mentos in a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
No. You fill 1 bottle of Coke with water, and then you put an empty bottle on top, and you take electric tape and tape the 2 bottles together.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then you spin it like this or whatever, and then you turn it upside down, and they have the
swirly thing.
Yeah. She was like, Uncle Freezy, don't you come in here? There ain't no science project. And so I was like, I need some help. And so she like, Latanya, come over here and help Uncle Freezy.
Mm-hmm.
So Latanya is Cat in this situation.
Hey, nah, Latanya is the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? Kev, that's how I got to come over with a whack science project. I'm like, hey man, I can't put this thing together, but I got all this stuff. And Minnesota's gonna be like, you got a lot of stuff? I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of stuff, man. I got some Obi, some Knox, some Quickly. You know what I'm saying? I got some draft picks. I got some cap space. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. they'll be like, well, we got Cat and D'Angelo Russell. And then so we like, listen, man, I'm not gonna overpay y'all for no Cat and D'Angelo Williams, but tell me what you want. And they're gonna say all your draft picks and all your cap space and probably 2 or 3 of those dudes. And I'm like, I ain't giving y'all all that. I ain't giving y'all all my draft picks, even though I am. You know what I'm saying? But you negotiate that with them, and then you mess around and you get your shot maker for the playoffs. And you get your center. And you get them both at the same time, and they like each other, they friends. And you know what else, Kev? And you know what else? It keeps your pipe dream alive of getting Devin Booker. Because Devin Booker will never leave Phoenix for Minneapolis, Minnesota. But Devin Booker might leave Phoenix for Manhattan.
Yeah, when Chris Paul leaves him.
What if, just what if Phoenix wins the championship?
Ooh.
Yeah, kiss that Devin Booker talk goodbye.
Okay, so first of all, Phoenix ain't winning no championship because they owner is a joke. Their owner is worse than James Dolan. Right. Their owner
Utah.
Yeah, huh?
They're beating Utah.
No, that's gonna be an interesting series. I don't know.
You think so?
Nah, I would probably have Utah.
No, I got Suns winning that. Utah, no, they not.
I really want to see Donovan Mitchell versus Booker now in a playoff series, especially that's been two people that been complaining a lot for a while.
Suns are stacked, yo.
The Suns
they
are
beat them at
stacked.
6 or 7.
So Kev, you don't like D'Angelo Russell?
I think
like
he's okay,
but it's not. I don't see any of that ever happening.
I do not think that we have the necessary tools to get the both of them. Even if that was a thing, we don't have what it takes to get both of them. Not if you Obi, Knox, and Quickly, and 4-5 draft picks is not getting
and
both
Mitch
of them. And Mitch,
you got to Mitch in there too.
And Mitch, they're still
and
not.
And Knox.
That's because you have too many unknowns. Too many unknowns.
Right. But you're dealing with Minnesota, bro.
You are dealing with Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see them. I don't see any of them getting traded this offseason.
Doesn't Aaron Aflalo?
That's the person I would see if anything, but I don't think they are. I think they're gonna run it back this year because they didn't even really get to play together this year.
Kaiser Sose says, asked if I was Uncle Freezy at 12. Didn't I just tell him that Latanya said, "What's good, Uncle Freezy?" Miss Smith, our 6th grade teacher, was like, "Uncle Freezy, I'm gonna bring Latanya over here." Kaiser Sose don't get it, bro.
You was Uncle Freezy at 12. No, he's not even asking a question. He's just saying he's stating it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
Because Soul's right. The last point guard we had, decent
Raymond
was Felton. Yeah, it was.
Something was decent in D'Antoni's system.
Yeah.
Hey, so what star do you think is going to change teams then?
I do think Damian Lillard will.
Yeah, Damian Lillard.
I think it's going to be Damian Lillard.
Freezy, would you trade him? Would you trade Randle for Lillard? Because in my opinion, Damian Lillard and Randle will not look good together. I don't think that will work out.
Yeah, they not.
If it was Curry, that's a different story. Because I would see that working, but not with Dame.
I think Damian Lillard is a perennial loser. I think if you bring him to New York, only thing you're doing, instead of crashing and burning, you're crashing and burning in a more spectacular way.
See, I was thinking that, but remember the game against Philly this year, the game against Brooklyn. If we had Dame on our team and we almost beat them already, with the team we have right now, you don't think Dame would push us over the top?
No, I think any point guard, any above average point guard would have pushed us over the top.
Nah, I agree with that. Any above, honestly, any above, because that
not over the top, no.
Yeah, no. Again, in those games, all we needed was
in those games. In those games, in general for contention.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm sorry, man. Yo, I'm so excited to be on with y'all, man. I'm talking over everybody. My bad, y'all.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah, you intimidating me, man.
Oh man, please.
No, I'm only playing, man. I'm only playing.
Hey, come on, Mossy Projects. Ain't nobody intimidating you.
No, I'm only playing, man. Nah, I think I agree. I agree. I think Dame would have got us over a lot of humps in the a lot of humps in the season, man. Like a lot of close games and Philly games, the Brooklyn games. Yeah.
Yeah, like
It
to Tully's
could be
point,
any
right?
game we were down in.
We are in the second tier in the Eastern Conference, right behind the three teams in the first tier: Milwaukee, Philly,
Brooklyn,
and
right?
Brooklyn. Right, and we finished fourth. Yeah, we're one player away from being in that first tier amongst all of them.
I say
and then
one
anything can happen.
Not one player, one superstar.
Joel Embiid's not healthy. How long is Brooklyn's window open? If we get a Dame Lillard, we're in that first tier.
Oh yeah, and just add some role players.
Bradley
some good
Beal
role
was
players.
also someone that, because the way he answered in his press conference, also made it seem as if he doesn't know the direction either. So there's still a few.
He has to be disillusioned.
I just don't
and
want
Melo's coming right behind him.
Yeah, I would hope that would be lit though. Have Dame and Melo. That'd be lit somehow, some way.
Man. Dame, I want Dame Lillard. The only thing good he did all year was say
What is
who
Cat
has
gonna
our
do better
sports.
than him?
What is who?
Cat is not bringing us over the top compared to.
Nah, I ain't going front. We need some guard
Damian
play.
Lillard.
We can't have two big men with
CP.
no point guard to set them up.
Because I don't understand how everyone always complains about us we have never had a good point guard, and then you guys wanted a center.
Yeah, we need guard play in New York. I'm tired of seeing these crazy offenses getting stagnant. I'm tired of seeing that, yo. And Randle shoot these little stupid side fadeaway shot. Man, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, I never liked that. I swear, if we don't change our offense next year, I'm
To
not
me,
a fan.
is you get Damian Lillard. Like I said earlier, you get Damian Lillard because you believe that Obi is ready. You believe that Obi is ready because you got to give up Julius Randle to get Damian Lillard. You can't have Damian and Julius. It's not possible.
Man, come on.
Yeah, that's the thing that confuses me. So I don't know.
They probably will want Obi too. You can
not with 4 picks. I think our young players and 4 picks can still get it.
That's what I think.
I'm not for Damian Lillard. Man, y'all look.
They want like 5 players.
Wait a minute.
They probably want.
I mean,
quickly, Mitch.
You also did say that you thought
quickly,
that we
Mitch,
were gonna
Obi.
get. You said we were gonna get him in the offseason. You're like, oh, one crazy thing you said like not too long ago on Twitter that you think we're gonna get Dame. We're gonna trade for Dame.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
So in terms of okay. So dude, this is the reason why I didn't want to uncap this until later on after the playoffs is over, because I get dragged into the conversation and there are some things that I want to say and then I want to keep to myself. Like in Hoodie Kev will attest that there are some things that I have some topics that I want to talk about, but that I don't want to put out there, right? Because I want to wait till after the playoffs are over. So then y'all ask me these questions and I answer them like part and parcel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to dodge it because I don't want to spoil something else. Right? Kev, can you attest to?
This is true. Yes.
Yeah. So when you see certain things, you be like, wait a minute, but 2 minutes ago you said Julius Randle or 2 minutes ago you said Dame Lillard, and I'm like trying to dance around this thing because there are some thoughts that I have that I want to wait till after the playoffs to share, and I know that's going to be like a month away or whatever.
June,
but
July something.
Yeah, and so sure it sounds like I'm being a hypocrite or whatever. It's mainly because I'm trying to dance around not sharing the thoughts that I had been working on behind the scenes. So
that's fair. The season just finished for us, and gotta absorb what happened, and also see what else happens in the playoffs.
You know what?
And what are the key dates for
Should I just say it, Cav? Should I just go ahead and say it to everybody?
I mean, I think we can wait. I mean, there's no rush.
Okay. Because it was on the tip of my tongue because Duke called me out for being a hypocrite. And I don't like looking like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can always bring it back. I mean, if you want to, you could always bring it back up in a month. I mean, I don't think it's that.
Nah, because I'm gonna break the internet when I
Give
say
us a
it.
hint. Let's see if we can guess.
I'm gonna break the internet when I say it, bro. Because I told Kev. Kev was like, "What?" And I was like, "You better not tell nobody, bro. You better be because if you do,
I need to be told this now.
We got to have something to bring the people back.
So Duke, I'll share it with you. But Duke, if you,
Nah, I'm not gonna expose.
Yeah, okay. Don't get mad at me. Be like, Uncle Freezy didn't put me in the number one spot like I deserve. So I'm gonna tell the world what he said. like Hoodie Kev.
That's what Hoodie Kev would do, not me.
What?
Yeah. Hoodie Kev
Clearly,
you know, Hoodie Kev has actually been letting people talk today.
What?
Yeah. Like he's been like, oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? You could talk. I haven't seen that.
What? Oh my God! Oh, wait a minute.
The chat can attest to this.
I like to feel like I do that all the time. But...
I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because we're already out the playoffs. So as their usage came off, it's spread out now.
On a 1 to 10, what's the likeliness it'll happen?
Whatever Freezy's saying.
It's gonna break the internet. That's all I'm saying. But I just want to throw this out there though.
Dame is a piece. He never had a team. Nah, he does have a team this year, but they just, I don't know. That last game that he dropped 55, his teammates sold him in that game. But this game he didn't really do much in the fourth quarter. And Nurkic is just, I don't know, he's trash. Can't guard anyone. He always gets trouble.
He's just a victim of the market. You know, no one's choosing Portland as their free agent destination.
Right.
And
no one's even thinking about Portland.
Yeah, he's just stuck in that circumstance, you know. And he was drafted there.
I would have gotten out of there too. Like, I understand loyalty, but if you're in there for so long and it's just first round exit.
Yeah, it's just about 10 years now. Next year makes 10 years he's been there. So, hey, he did the most he could, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time for the GM to cash in, you know, build for the future.
Yeah, because it's also the team. Like, if you don't really see anything happening, you just keep getting into the first round. Like, what do you do with that?
I'm telling you that Portland does not rebuild. That is not Portland's MO.
Freezy,
Portland might go more. Portland might go on like a 1 year hiatus where they're like 35 wins, but then that's it. They're right back the next year. Like I said, over the last 30 years, they've been one of the most consistent playoff teams in the NBA.
Yeah, last time I remember them being bad might have been like 2005 when they had Darius Miles and all that. And
yeah, that's because they were transitioning from the Rasheed Wallace years to the Brandon Roy years.
Yeah, Zach Randolph was there. They was bad, and they got good within like the next year or so. They got Brandon Roy. They started balling then.
And then they let Brandon Roy go, and then they had the LaMarcus Aldridge years.
Well, Brandon Roy was hurt. He was done. They would have kept him, I'm sure. He got.
Did you know Brandon Roy was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Yeah, the Timberwolves drafted him first.
And traded him on draft night, Kurt Rambis. What do we need with a 6'7" guy that can't play in the post?
Hey, didn't the T-Wolves draft Johnny Flynn?
Yep.
Before
they drafted Steph Curry.
Before Steph Curry.
They drafted 2 point guards back to back, 7 and 8.
Right.
They drafted 2 point guards back to back, 7 and 8, in front of the Knicks. So Kev, I know you see the snail. Don't be offended, bro.
What?
I know you see the snail down there at the bottom. Don't be offended.
Yeah, I think I do this, all the time. But
yo, that's funny.
It's breaking news. Hoodie Kev is letting people talk.
So what are the I think Freezy said you said you don't want to talk free agency no more, right?
Me?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm getting at basically is what I'm getting at is I have some stuff that I want to talk about. I just want to save it. You know what I'm saying, for later on. And so when y'all put me on the spot, I got to put like on my tap dance shoes on. And so I want to say certain things, but I don't want to spoil what it is that I want to say later on.
Okay.
So, but I think, Kev, I don't know if I can hold it, bro.
Well, we shouldn't do it. I mean, personally, like I said, we got plenty of time, but you know, plenty of time with this off season. It's just the first day, but you know, hey, if you feel you want to let it out.
This man, homie Robe looked like every time he moved it stank.
What happened?
So someone in the chat said that was so random.
Nah, I see it. Coach Bone, don't do
I just
Kev
came
like
back
that.
from getting water and I just looked
man,
at the chat.
don't do that to.
Nah, don't do that to Kev.
Wow.
Kev is clean, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
This is the first time I actually put this on since I left the hotel.
Yeah, I have no idea how neat this dude is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like he ain't the dude that's gonna come in the room and throw his bags on the floor and like plop on the bed. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick my shoes off in the bed and drink me a beer. Kev is gonna take his shoes off by the closet. You know what I'm saying? And dust them off and put them in neatly, and then go to the refrigerator and get the beer opener. You know what I'm saying? Sit down at the table and pop the top, and then get up and then put the top in the trash, and then come back with the glass and pour his beer in the glass. That ain't me, bro. Yeah. I noticed that we was at what's the name? We was at was it IHOP?
Was it IHOP? Yes, it was IHOP. But we did go to IHOP, yes.
Yeah, okay. So
the first time?
Was it IHOP?
Yeah, we went to IHOP. We met at Hudson's. So we went to Hudson's, then IHOP, then Taco.
Wendy's?
Well, we went to Wendy's.
Bro, we ate, Hoodie Kev made me eat like a 9-year-old. When I was with Kev, I ate like a 9-year-old, yes.
This is not true at all.
Cully, listen, man. Hey, man, listen, man. We ate like, when we did the Knicks at Night podcast, I was eating number 7 and talking to y'all at the same time.
That's because of Austin.
The Wendy's?
That was because, don't blame Hoodie Kev, blame Austin.
Wendy's sounds good right now, too.
Okay, blame Austin for that. Not me.
Bro. Hey, and Boost Mobile said, let's talk hoops. So Boost Mobile.
The Knicks losing had me stress eating. It was bad, bro. Yeah, it had me stress eating, and I was losing weight, and I just started stress eating after they lost for a few days. And you just reminded me about.
Oh man.
Oh. Nah, I accepted that loss early. I wasn't even gonna let myself get mad. I ain't drink or nothing. Like I had to like catch it early, man.
All right, we could go back now. All right, what is the next topic?
What positions? What do we need to fill in guard, wing, center?
Anything besides a power forward.
Agreed.
Literally just that.
I don't want to see a large.
I don't want to get stacked on the power forward.
Right. I don't want to see a large.
Which free agent would you keep, and are you happy to let them all walk?
All of them can go.
I'll let all of them walk, man, except Rose. But if Rose wants to walk, then hey.
I want to keep. Cause Mitch is a free agent this year, but we could offer him a qualifying, right, or something like that, and Mitch. Then he's unrestricted. I want to keep Mitch and Rose.
I'll keep Mitch. I low-key would keep Noel too, but hey.
I'll let Bullock walk. Noel will walk. Burks maybe at the same price, but he's going to want multi-year.
DeMar DeRozan is a free agent. Kyle Lowry is a free agent. Mike Conley.
I looked at
Mike Conley.
I looked at Alec Burks, and I said, "This is not a guy playing for the team. This is a guy playing for a contract."
Yeah.
That's what I saw from Alec Burks in the play. I was like, "This dude is not playing team ball right now. He is playing to get that big contract."
That's that journeyman type of play.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of obvious to me.
Right.
Spencer.
The moment they take a 1-year deal at their age, that's they're betting on themselves and I'm trying to get a multi-year because otherwise that's just a crazy gamble.
I will say though, they had their moments. I'll give them that. Reggie Bullock had his games. Burks had his games. Noel had some games. So I'll
They're
give
gonna
them
get
that.
paid by someone.
There was
they
a
gonna get
report.
paid.
There was a report on ESPN Plus that said that that Reggie Bullock has played himself into getting the full mid-level exception for someone. That was like $9 million. I was like, I am not paying Reggie Bullock $9 million.
Do you realize that he was
stand in the corner?
He was supposed to get paid 10 mil this year. That was his contract, so it's not that crazy. But they had to cut down the contract because he was injured.
Y'all think I hate him now? Well, let him have made $10 million. Whoo!
Oh, he was rendered useless in the playoffs. You know, you had Trey Young on you. You couldn't put the ball on the floor, and he's worth $4 million in my eyes. And that's what we got him for. But Burks, look, he can put the ball on the floor, shoot it a bit. You know, he's earned a pay increase, maybe $8 million. Noel, I'm not paying. Noel's earned a double, $10 million, but he can't score. Can't catch it. I say see you later.
Right.
Derrick Rose now, the mid-level, is deserving of that.
Let me take a second real quick. Shout out to D Hall for the $2 super chat. He said thoughts on Zach LaVine. All right, you can continue what you said, and then people can't give.
We'll get on the Zach LaVine part. Wait, CT, would you keep Derrick Rose? You said mid player exception.
Yeah, I mean, it depends
We're
on
doubling his contract probably.
Which big cat we get.
He said, well, he didn't say he wanted to be here, but he said who wouldn't want to play for the Knicks. That's what he said, something like that.
Let me ask you a question. When have you ever heard of a player say, you know what, I don't want to be back? I want to get out of here.
Their body language shows it.
Nobody goes there like when he's like, hey, you want to be back next year? Nobody says, I really don't want to be back here.
Some people dodge the question.
Yeah.
Get me the hell out of here.
Just like
if you ask me what options he's going to have at least the Lakers offer the mid-level.
Lakers, Clippers,
something
a
like
lot
that,
of teams will want him.
Teams want Derrick Rose. He had a good year. Teams want him. Don't be surprised if he does walk. If he walks, though, I respect it. Like, hey
if he walks, I want him to go to a contender.
Go to a contender.
But I want to keep him. But I mean,
Scary Terry said he wasn't coming back. He said it on one of the shows on ESPN.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah.
He said
he was sitting
to the Hornets.
Desk. They asked him after his stint with Boston if he wanted to go back to Boston, and he was like,
I thought you were talking about now.
He's talking about the Hornets.
Oh yeah, I know about that one. Yeah, I know about that one.
No, he wasn't going back. He did not want no parts of the Boston.
He got the pay. Charlotte
Jordan paid him, and that was it.
Yeah, they basically. It was technically. I think it was a sign and trade.
You know, actually, you know who said I'm not coming back? He plays for the Lakers.
Who?
Schroeder.
Yeah, Schroeder said it, but he lost money during this playoff run.
He's gonna lose money.
He turned down.
He turned down $20 million per year.
And we're interested apparently.
I hope we're not.
Yeah, I hope we don't. I don't want him. I'm good, bro.
20. And Evan Fournier.
I'm good.
So if we lose Burks and Bullock, would you be willing to pay Evan Fournier $8 million?
He wants 18 mil.
Oh man, what a dweeb.
No.
I'm chilling.
What did he do for Boston?
All right.
The thing about it is
he had COVID though, so Boston, I'm not even gonna go crazy.
I'd rather Terrence Ross than him. At least Terrence Ross goes hot. You know.
I'll take him over Fournier, and he didn't even make the playoffs.
Fournier didn't even do that bad in the playoffs, but it's just I'm not paying him that much, bro.
Yeah, get out of here. I want the one guy I wanted that we could. I don't know. I wanted Aaron Gordon, man. I'm always say I wanted Aaron Gordon, man. Like that's what I wanted, but it's whatever.
And what about Gary Trent? What would you pay him?
I want him.
I think he's restricted. I think they're gonna sign him. They have enough money.
He's restricted.
There's no reason for them to do that trade unless they're gonna sign them because they knew that Powell was gonna opt out.
Oh, it ain't smart though. The offense was low key running through him some games too, so he's
getting the bag.
Dang, I wanted him.
Is a nice young player.
I wanted him, man. He's a good defender. He would have chased Trey Young around all game. He'd have been on his behind. It's whatever. I want Norman Powell.
Yeah, I would want. He's gonna also ask for a lot of money, but it's interesting what they're gonna do on
What's his
Portland.
ballpark
I
range?
don't
Like
know.
18,
I really
21?
don't think that, like I said, Adrian Wojnarowski, who I trust more than anybody else, said the Knicks are not going to be big players in free agency.
He
Wait,
said
what?
that?
Yeah?
When
When?
did he say that?
Huh?
When did he say that?
A couple weeks ago, he said, I'll try and find it, but he
Couple weeks
puts out
ago.
like a million tweets.
He
Oh,
said
I
they're
don't care
not
about
gonna
it if it was a couple
Trade?
weeks ago. Then
Does that
He said
involve
there'll be more,
trades, though?
he said there'll be more involved in the trade market for a disgruntled player than be in free
Oh,
agency.
yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
part. I remember hearing that too. But
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
even that, I mean, they have a lot of distance between when that was said. We know things change.
I
So
think we get a Lonzo sign and trade. That's what I think will
That's
happen.
what I just don't want, but yeah, probably.
Lonzo doesn't fit town. Well,
I don't feel like.
I mean, you just said fit doesn't really matter as much.
No, it
You got to
does.
get out on the floor. Look at Obi. Running. Mitch will run.
Nah,
I would take Lonzo. I wanted him a lot before. I mean, it got lower for me to want him, but I wouldn't mind him.
He would be good for the bench, though. I know he'd be good with Obi. I can see him with Obi fitting. Like, I just don't know who else.
I
Maybe
just don't know who to get, to be honest, because everyone wants 20 mil.
everyone wants this bag this summer, and then some of the guys it's just not worth it. Some guys are injury prone. They ain't worth a contract. Like the Knicks' history of, it's like everything's like I don't know, man.
This man Kuzma got paid just to not do anything.
Who? Kuzma?
Kuzma.
And he's trash, yo. He's trash. Like his rookie year, he was good. Like I don't know, his rookie year, he was solid, but
Still crazy to me. People were trying to compare him to Jason Tatum.
that had me so mad, yo. And I was mad when people kept saying, "Oh," I was mad when some people saying, "Oh, Knicks should trade for." Like, what? Shut up! Like, no. Nobody wants no Kuzma. I don't want no parts of no Kuzma at all.
Hey, Kev, if you could have Christian Wood, Julius Randle, or Jeremy Grant, who are you picking?
That's a good one, man.
Wait, what did you say?
You could pick Christian Wood, Jeremy Grant, or Randle.
There's
Who are
only
you
one answer
picking?
there.
I mean, we already have Julius Randle.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, which player would you prefer?
At the fourth
if
spot?
they're all on the same, if they're all on the same wage. Let's pretend they're all on the same wage. Which player do you like the most?
Maybe Jeremy.
I've only seen one player like get his team to a good record, so I would say Randle.
True. Yeah. I don't know.
And Jeremy Grant, I mean, he's had his best season. They had no wins, and then I like Christian Wood. I like both those players too, but and then Christian Wood, he got injured. He had his best season, and that team went on a 20-game losing streak when they were actually trying to win.
The Nuggets bounced back though too after losing Jeremy Grant, so they got Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon.
And they got JaMychal Green.
And he filled the void. And JaMychal Green.
Yeah.
They got
and they got Michael Porter at the 15th pick.
Michael Porter, right?
So here's something interesting. This is the first time in 11 years there won't be LeBron James or Steph Curry in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's gonna be young players now. It's finally a new phase.
It's good for the league, finally.
11 years.
Since 2010, yeah.
And
right.
What about San Antonio? This is like the second year in a row. San Antonio haven't made the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
In like 20 years.
To me, I don't know if the Nuggets beat the Suns. I don't see that happening.
I don't know, man.
It actually depends. Let me stop. It depends.
I don't know. It's like a tough. I don't know.
But I think the Suns win that, and then I don't know. I still don't know if the Clippers are gonna come back or they're gonna lose.
Wait, so the Suns play? They play Utah?
No, the Suns play the Nuggets, and then
they play the Nuggets.
The Jazz
Mavs
play
will
whoever
play.
wins between the Clippers or Mavs. But
Yeah.
I think the conference finals is Suns versus Utah.
Suns versus Utah.
Yeah.
And I want to see that happen so I can see.
Damn. So
Milwaukee, Brooklyn.
You think Utah will beat the? You think they beat the Clippers or the Mavericks? Will they beat the Mavericks? You think they'll beat the
I
Clippers?
think they beat the Mavericks. Yeah.
Nah, they can beat the Mavericks though. Ain't gonna front. But then
Their
again, Luka.
team defense is crazy.
Then again, Luka though. I mean, no. Luka is a problem. No, I will say.
Luka is the only problem on that team, and the thing is, they've been somehow hitting so many threes every game.
Tim Hardaway been stepping up, man.
Yeah, they're paying him.
They're paying him. Yeah, he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get a bag, yo.
Road teams are 20-20 in the NBA playoffs so far. That's so weird.
Because apparently, it's the best way they can make use of their space. They either let, because they're already over the cap, they either let Tim Hardaway walk and they have less money to get a replacement, or they can pay Tim whatever they want.
They said they're confident in paying him 18 mil, something like
That's
that.
what's
They can
up, man.
re-sign him on 18 mil.
I'm happy for him. That's what's up. He earned it, man. He's balling, man. He's balling.
He's never played like this with us, but yeah, he's balling.
Yeah. He's a third option there. That's
two
why.
times.
You know.
I will say though.
Nah, he's been the second option. KP hasn't been playing good.
I will say though,
true.
THJ, like when he was here with Porzingis before Porzingis got, well, that's the thing. They was always both hurt, man. Like when they played together though, they was balling, man. Like we was above 500 when Jeff Hornacek was still here, but Tim Hardaway
Let me
got
give you
hurt.
guys I'll give you guys a sleeper who we may get, and his name's Brunson from Dallas.
I wouldn't mind Brunson. Yeah.
Yep. His dad is was
Rick Brunson, right?
Knicks, right?
Yeah. Was Leon's Leon's his godfather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Bucks first.
Yeah.
Philly,
I know he's connected.
And
though. He's connected
Rick
to-
Brunson is Obi's agent as well.
Oh, so they're likely there. That's likely they can have that connection. Then, yeah.
I wouldn't mind him, but I also that's the thing. Like, if we are getting Rose and Brunson, I don't know if Brunson is really a starter. He's only been in the bench setting, and he fits perfectly in the bench setting for them.
If we have Rose, him, and Vildozer's good, then
yeah, we have 3 guards, and you could let the other ones go.
Yeah, we could pay someone else. Pay a 3.
Get a wing, man. Start worrying about that wing position, right?
I wanna. I need to get ready to see all these disgruntled players when they actually come out saying that they're disgruntled.
We need size too. Well, disgruntled players, yeah, that's funny.
Because I know
that Dallas can't pay Brunson. He's restricted, and they can't.
They've been saying like
they won't be able to match.
They've been saying 15 mil for Brunson, something like that. That's what I heard.
15 mil.
Yeah. The disgruntled that I could say that I could think of right now, Dame, Beal. I think those are the only 2 that I would think are disgruntled.
Right. Like you can tell like off the bat.
Star wise, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell they're disgruntled, yo.
In a way that they're disgruntled. I don't know who else. Like that's the thing that's gonna be interesting.
LeVar wants Lonzo here bad, you know. So we know he's gonna be in.
He wanted all his boys here. I wish we got LaMelo, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. Us having LaMelo, oh man, that'd be so fucking dope, yo.
Bro, like I said yesterday, I wish we trade because people want to trade Mitch now. I wish we traded, and I love Mitch, but I would have traded Mitch a pick and whatever. If we needed some other small part for that second pick.
We always seem to just fall short of getting that draft stud. You know?
And that lottery didn't have that much value because people didn't expect them to pan out. They got proven wrong.
Wait, which year?
Even Porter Jr. fell in our lap, and we passed.
Yeah, I always talk about how we got an MPJ, but the Clippers missed on him back to back. And
I know he had the back issue, so I'm not mad we passed because it's legit. But you know, the talent, you know, it was worth because our pick was 9 anyway, and that's a gamble anyway. So I'm like, why not gamble on the player that was projected to be one of the best players,
like the best scorer in the draft? They said,
because Kristaps Porzingis was already hurt.
Yeah,
right? The city was already in an uproar.
And PJ would have been sitting out the year.
Right.
And then we still get a top 3 pick. Think about it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is now because Kev is already
getting
done
more research on the medicals.
Anything mentioned around that draft pick, he's going to get mad.
Yeah, it just sucks because all the wings are coincidentally playing good from that draft.
Yeah, and Kev, don't forget, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but Hoodie Kev made a bet with me that next year Kevin Knox, he said, is gonna be the most improved player in the NBA, and he's gonna average what RJ averaged this year. So, yeah.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I would hope.
I think.
I would hope for the Cavs' sake that, and for the Knicks' sake, that it prove me wrong, man.
I think he'll be a bigger piece. I think he'll come back and be a regular bench rotation.
This is why, right? This is why I said that. So, no, this is why, because it's more business. Let's say you went out and got Damian Lillard, right?
Okay.
Damian Lillard takes up so much of your cap that you still have to fill out 6, 7, 8 spots in your roster. And you can't pay big money to them. And so that's whoever you get is going to be like backup type players anyways. Right? And so you have a guy who's been in Tom Thibodeau's system. You have a guy who Tom Thibodeau knows his work ethic, blah, 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 blah. It just seems more likely that he would have Kevin Knox be or progress into that role into the starting unit, because there's no one else that will. I told you the list of small forwards that are available in free agency, it's like,
wah, wah.
Like, really? Okay, well, Knox, let's just see what you got.
Hey, we're gonna see, man. I would hope for him to play because, like you say, he's been under tips. We've been redshirted for a year, but hey, we'll see.
You'll get a chance. That's all I will say. You'll get more opportunity.
Jimmy Butler got 43 DNPs Tom Thibodeau's first year as his head coach. Let's remember that. 43 DNPs.
He was also trash.
Hey.
I mean, but you say Knox isn't trash, so that kind of defeats.
Jimmy Butler wasn't trash. Jimmy Butler just wasn't ready. There's a difference between being trash and not being ready.
Jimmy Butler had dog in him, though.
I think people confuse that. Not being ready, like, oh, you're not ready means you're trash. No, that just means you aren't ready yet. And the whole, so we'll see. Well, I mean, that's just my personal belief. And yes, I got money on it.
It's a benching rule. That's what I hope.
How ready is Obi? Do you think? Do you think Obi's a?
I'm so confident in Obi that I'm willing to trade Julius Randle. That's how confident I am in Obi.
Yeah, because he won Cat.
Well, you being serious, Cat? Or are you joking?
No, I'm being very serious.
He's not kidding. He been wanting to trade Randle for most of the year.
Leon's thinking the same. Leon was about to trade Randle. Believe that.
No, but it doesn't make sense to me when Randle says that he had dinner with him, EP, and whoever, I don't remember. He said Kenny Payne, blah blah blah, and then they ended up hiring him, and then the draft happened. So they all were together. That's why it got set up. So it doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing: if Chris Paul, last year, if Chris Paul said he wanted to come to New York, Julia, this whole argument would be null and void because he would have traded Julius Randle last year. Had Chris Paul said he would want it to come to New York.
Oh no.
They're very high on Obi. Like I said, it's his Rick Brunson, who's Leon's best friend, is his agent, and his president loves his first pick. He'll always be attached to that. And the camera always cut to Leon standing up and clapping whenever Obi scored a bucket.
Yes. Remember on draft night when Leon Rose jumped out of his chair when we drafted Obi Toppin?
I mean, yeah, that was his first pick. So I mean,
isn't that more than his first pick? That's the pick he wanted. Because remember, there was rumors that if we were ready to trade up to get Obi.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad we didn't trade up.
So Leon wanted Obi. Isn't that his first pick? He wanted Obi.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can see this happening. The Knicks trade Julius Randle to the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks send Porzingis to the Trailblazers. We add picks and get Dame.
Now listen, let me tell you this about Portland. Portland is not. Let me tell you what Portland is not going to do. They is not about to get an off-injured big man.
Yeah, and their whole thing.
They
The
have
Blazers are
learned their
known to have
lesson.
injured centers and injured centers.
They like, nah, we did it with Bill Walton.
Greg
We did
Oden,
this
Gregory Oden.
with Sam. No,
yeah,
not even
Nurkic.
Sam
I feel bad
Bowie.
for Greg
Oh
Oden.
yeah, Sam Bowie. Yeah.
Feel
Sam
bad.
Bowie, yeah, Sam Bowie.
Greg Oden. They're like, nah, we're gonna skip on this Porzingis thing. We didn't been down that road one too many times.
Even
Yeah,
Roy.
they ain't gonna skip
You know,
on
I know he's
Porzingis.
not a big man, but even Brandon Roy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
And
They're not doing that.
They only want you if you have a clean bill of health.
I don't know if you guys talked about this. I know you could take this with a grain of salt. How Stephen A. Smith said that he texted a few players, NBA players, and they said they don't know how they would see themselves play with Randle. And they
Stephen A.
reckon
is a
it's like
liar.
an ego thing.
Listen, let me say, Stephen A. Smith went on national TV and said
that
I heard from a reliable source
that KD and
that
Kyrie
Kevin
come to New
Durant
York.
was going to be a New York Knick, and you can book it. He looked dead in the camera and said that.
Yeah, he told me that. I remember. Nah, but that I don't know. It kind of wouldn't surprise me though. If I'm being, that's why I bring it up. I wouldn't be surprised if some people said that, because the way they play is ISO throughout the year. So kind of, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised from a response.
Yeah,
player.
To Obi, you know, they love him, and I don't see them even packaging him unless it's for a superstar. So it's going to be interesting
Yeah,
how
Obi might be
Tibbs,
untouchable to Leon, man.
how does Tibbs fit him in if Randle's still here? You know, and does that factor into how much they want to pay Randle?
Julius is gone. He is gone. Y'all heard it from Hoodie Cat first.
I mean, you've been saying this, so I'm not surprised even that you said this at all. I
By the deadline,
at least 100 more times. I don't want Cat. I just don't want Cat. I'm good. I wanted Cat before, but I'm not trading Randle for Cat, and I don't want both of them with the same exact team. That just it doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you this though: if Randle takes the mediocre extension, then that becomes a very tradable contract. You know, if he's all NBA again for $26 million on the books, there'll be a lot of teams interested.
I don't know. Yeah, that does.
But if he holds out for that supermax at $30 million, I don't know how many teams will want to touch that.
Yeah, the way he played in the playoffs, you better not even think about 30 mil.
Yeah.
He better not even think about it. You know, he shouldn't take bets on himself. Nothing.
What if he gets given All NBA? Then he says he's an All NBA second team.
All NBA. I feel like there's no way he doesn't get
that feeds into their ego. You know, he's gonna be like negotiations. Like I'm All NBA player.
Yeah.
That's why you don't. You just give him the normal extension now, or player option.
Julius Randle isn't about to do that.
Yeah, he's not gonna agree to it. I don't think anyone would really agree to that unless you think you're just gonna all of a sudden become trash.
No, here's the thing, and so this is. And I said this earlier, so I don't know if y'all were watching earlier. The Knicks will probably the Knicks are going to pick up his option for next year. That's the smart, logical thing to do.
Yeah.
Now the Knicks could offer him a contract extension that's starting at $106 million next year. Extension. But if Julius Randle waited until 2022, he could legit make an extra $100 million.
Yeah, that's why he will wait, because it goes to 205, I think, or 250. I don't know.
So you were asking a man to take a pay cut of $100 million if he signed right now.
Not giving him no supermax.
If he thinks he can get that, though.
If he thinks he has to bet on himself.
Yeah,
he has to bet on himself.
That's why people wouldn't do that unless they think they're gonna regress.
With crowds now, if he doesn't come close to replicating what he did, then no. Again, I don't see any other team giving him that kind of deal. He can hope.
Someone,
but you got to realize that may not happen, but you still had to bet on yourself. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to take this and just leave it on the table. That I mean, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But as a person, you can't sit and say, I believe in myself and I can do this, and leave $100 million on the table.
You see, Knicks man in the chat said, if we trade Randle, we not moving forward. We are moving back.
That 106 deal's nothing to sneeze on, though. That's the thing. It's safety.
It's safe. Well. It's not, but $205 million ain't a sneeze at either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I don't know. Trading Randle for Dame would really do much. So I don't know how.
It's not that again. The key in that is Obi Toppin. Obi is the key in that deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I don't know how it will work unless Obi is really good.
Exactly. You have to believe that Obi is going to be really good.
Who is Dame coming to play with besides someone that's a fringe going into a fringe all-star? That could be a fringe all-star next year or all-star.
I mean, that's just one of the things. Because here's the thing. So let's look at the Eastern Conference power forwards. You got
Giannis,
Grant Williams. I'm just going to Kevin Durant, Tobias Harris, Siakam, Giannis, Sabonis,
Jeremy
Grant,
Collins,
Kevin Love, John Collins, Mikal Bridges, Trevor Ariza, Rory I can't pronounce his name.
Hachimura.
Mm-hmm. They're like, where does Obi Toppin, if he played 30 minutes a game, fit in that?
He could fit in there for one.
Is he better? Is he going to be better than Roy? I can't pronounce his name. Roy.
With 30 minutes, you got to.
Only time will tell.
Hachimura.
Yes.
With 30 minutes, only time will tell, man. He could be something.
30 minutes, that's something that I don't know how much he's going to score, but it's going to be double figures. That's what I think.
He's going to be something. He's going to get used the right way. He's going to be all right.
And then not even that. You put him with Damian Lillard for 30 minutes a game.
I know what you mean, but to me, it's still like
a gamble.
His production
It's not about that, because it's like if Lillard wants to request a trade, what makes it appealing to him to want to come just to play with RJ Barrett and Obi and IQ? That's what I'm saying. Because like you said, you would have to give RJ a Randle. What makes him like? If I'm him, that doesn't interest me.
Well,
would you be interested if you looked into that compared to other teams you could go to?
Well, where could he go to?
I don't know. Whatever team has the assets to trade for him.
How many teams have point guard? How many teams has a need of a point guard, an all-star level or pretty good player they can trade for, and a lot of draft capital, and salary, and the right salaries to match, and or absorb that contract? How many teams fit that criteria? Not just how many teams he wants to go to. How many teams fit the criteria to make a trade for Damian Lillard?
Probably a handful.
OKC.
Probably less than a handful.
Three or four.
The Hornets.
OKC, but they in rebuild mode.
Yeah, nobody's going there. It's a handful of teams, but I'm just saying I don't know what makes it appealing.
So if you want to leave Portland, right? If you want to leave Portland, are you going to Charlotte, North Carolina?
No.
Are you going to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma?
No.
Or are you going to New York City?
Jerry West, he'd give up Paul George in a heartbeat.
Yes, he probably would give up Paul George.
Yeah, Jerry West ain't sleeping on that move. Knowing the demise of where they're about to head.
I mean, they can win. They can still win this series.
Because he's from Cali.
It just depends on if you do a star for a star.
Yeah,
because a star for a lesser star and then assets. It all depends on that.
He's from Oakland. I know he ain't going to Golden State, but I could see one of the LA teams going all in for Dame.
I can see the Lakers going. That's what I'm saying. I can see the Lakers trying to go for him, but they don't have the cap. I don't think
they don't have the cap or the players.
They got Horton Tucker. They can give up.
You're gonna have to give
sign and trade for Schroeder.
Celtics can do that too.
Montrez.
For the Sixers.
What else can they do?
Celtics can trade Kemba.
Celtics can trade. I said Celtics before, but
Yeah, I think there's a good amount of teams you're not thinking about if they could just trade like
What about
half a
Philly?
star or a
Philly
French
needs a guard.
star or like something like that. I don't know.
They got Seth Curry.
So
The Heat can trade some assets too.
So let's break this down. So who's first?
I don't have an order who's first, but like,
I mean, just throw a team that you just said. Throw a team out there.
Celtics.
The Celtics. Okay. So the Celtics probably are going to trade Marcus Smart. They have Kemba Walker. I don't know if they have any of their draft picks still left. Maybe,
They have
maybe
a few.
not.
Maybe Tristan Thompson they trade.
They can trade Tristan Thompson.
Yeah. Robert Williams.
Robert Williams
Robert
probably one of the
Williams.
young guys. Maybe
So
Grant
They have
Williams.
a good. They have Peyton Pritchard. They have Neesmith. They have
So-
guys that they could trade.
The Celtics
and ask.
are a good team. You can start with, but I don't know. To be honest with you, Boston's problem isn't. Well, Damian Lillard will help.
Yeah, but
Boston.
it's the center.
But with Tatum, if you still have Tatum and Brown, you
need a Miles Turner.
you need a big man. The big
Yeah, that's
man
what I
is
don't
the only
understand.
thing that's holding Boston back.
I still don't understand how they didn't do the Miles Turner trade.
Because with Giannis, with Bam, even with a Kevin Durant type. Minnesota can't guard Kevin Durant, but they have no size. Like none. They're so perimeter oriented in Boston. It's crazy. Like you can name 5 or 6 good wings and guards before you name one big man.
Right.
Anyway, you got Tatum, Brown, Fournier, Walker.
Fournier's not gonna be there.
I'm saying this season, right now. This season, they got Tatum, Brown, Fournier, Walker,
Robert
Smart.
They got Jabari Parker over there too.
Jabari Parker.
And that's 6-7 players before you even get a Tristan Thompson or Grant Williams. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Boston hasn't
They
had
got
a big
Luke
man
Cornett.
Boston hasn't had a big man since Kevin Garnett was there.
Luke Cornett was solid.
And he ain't been there in 9 years.
Right.
Yeah. They wanted KP, but Phil asked for the Jaylen Brown. He asked for the Tatum pick. He wasn't a player yet; it was the pick. He asked for Marcus Smart, I think, because Celtics really wanted KP, but Phil asked for too much.
No, they were willing to give
Phil at the time.
They were willing to give one of Jaylen Brown or Celtic or the Tatum pick, and then the Suns were willing to give Devin Booker in a first-round pick.
Yeah, and then I think Dolan stepped in, and that's when he fired Phil.
Yeah, because he wanted to trade KP, but all along he had the right idea.
Yeah, I wish he'd been able to execute the trade before being fired.
I wish he fired him before the draft too. Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Frank, but I wish he had fired him before letting him make the pick.
At least we got a number 3 pick of our own now instead of those, because he just ruined it for us. But I don't understand how they.
Supposedly Phil liked Donovan. Donovan was on Phil's list, but it was the European scout that he trusts a lot. And if you notice on Twitter, Clarence Gaines, who was Phil's senior advisor, was pro Frank. He tweets he tweets and defends him at every opportunity.
I see.
Because Donovan was just from around the corner from the training facility. He's from from Westchester.
Right, he's from up there. Yeah, he's from up there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just grab Donovan, man. It just made me so mad, yo.
I didn't even know about Donovan.
They
like
thought
that.
it was a reach, you know.
Nah, I remember him in Louisville, and he was available.
Yeah, I didn't watch back then. Like
I was so mad. I'm like, yo, he is nice. I'm like, he's gonna be. I was calling it that season. I'm like, yo, he gonna be a top. I'm not gonna say I called him to be a rookie of the year, but I called him to be a top draft pick. And sure enough, he was better than I thought. Like, I knew he was gonna be solid, but damn,
wasn't he fighting with Ben Simmons for rookie of the year?
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah,
I think Tatum too. Tatum was like third place though, but it was them two really.
Yeah,
I remember the buzz for Mitchell to just kept one of those weeks where just the week of the draft he kept rising and rising.
Right.
And like you said, he started the season around in the 20s and started showing out.
Yeah, he averaged 20 for the season, his rookie year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he won the rookie of the year over Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons was injured.
If they thought it was a reach, they should have just traded back from the 8th pick and just grabbed Donovan and got another asset.
That's why I don't understand. If you really wanna pick someone, but you think it's a reach, why not try to trade back?
Yeah, unless they didn't want DSJ.
Oh man,
you know.
Yo,
I'm glad we didn't pick DSJ though, because we ended up with him for nothing, and ended up trading him.
The thing about him is that he was actually good on the Mavs. His rookie
he was actually solid. He was actually good.
They gave up on him.
He was actually good when we first traded him. Like when we first traded for him, he was balling with the Knicks.
He had a triple-double, and he had like...
He was wilding out there.
It was Keith Smart and Fizdale, ruined his shot. Was this hit. He's got this hitch on his shot now.
It got better though now. In the Pistons, he was actually hitting threes. I had a lot of confidence in him in DSJ. I actually thought he was gonna be nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's gonna be in DSJ is gonna be in like China soon,
Right.
I don't know. I think he could be something.
He could bounce back on the Pistons.
Yeah, because he's with the minutes he gets in the Pistons, he plays decent.
Well,
maybe off the bench.
I'm laying it down for tonight. This robe has me feeling extra tired. It's so comfortable.
It's already 3:50.
It is, and I gotta get up and wait for Timmy to deliver my newspaper.
Your newspaper.
All right, so
my hot cup of coffee in my robe. I got it in the suburbs somewhere. Everybody,
watch some highlights. Salute.
All right, Kev. Be easy, brother.
Yeah, peace.
Let's what was you saying? Let's hope the Clippers lose tomorrow, and let's hope. Well, I don't want. Let me not say that. Like, not say that. Like, I don't really hope they lose, but hey, like if they lose, who will we take from there? Kawhi. That's about it.
I don't think he leaves no matter what.
You say you don't think they lose tomorrow?
No, I don't hope they lose, and I don't think he's leaving either way.
Yeah, I don't hope they lose though. Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave.
I could see it. His uncle's from New York, and he's
yeah, but
he had New York on his trade list.
He's from LA though, so
yeah, he's from LA.
I don't know why he would leave.
He probably wants to make it work there first, if anything.
I guess, but
I would love him here though. I'm not going to rule it out.
He's not happy with his team, and I know New Balance would love him in New York.
He was so mad when Terrence Mann did that.
I can't believe this man didn't put up a layup.
Yeah, what happened?
He got the
didn't
steal.
put up a layup for some reason.
Right, he got the steal. He gave it to Paul George. Paul George passed it to him on the corner. He attacked the basket. He was right up there for a layup. He should have just went all the way up, and he tried to pass it to a cutting Batum, and Batum just missed it.
Oh yeah, Batum missed it. Yeah.
Well, Batum. I don't even blame Batum. I blame Terrence Mann. You should have just tried to maybe get fouled or something. Try to dunk it or something. You athletic enough. Why would you do that? That's just like a. How many years Terrence Mann been in the league? 2, 3. I guess that's
just comes around though, because Kawhi had that bounce went in with Toronto, and
right.
You only have so much luck,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That was a freakish play.
That was a freakish play, man. That was a very freakish play.
Yeah, but it's all about convincing him to stay, and if he does stay, they'll have to do something with George, or they're not running the same team back.
Right.
Right. They got to figure something out. Maybe try and, they paid. This is a crazy bad deal. They paid Luke Kennard 64 mil to sit on the bench.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, they all overpaid him, and they said Marcus Morris was overpaid too.
Yeah, Marcus Morris got 60.
They did a bad job building that roster.
Man. And Serge Ibaka's Serge Ibaka would definitely help them kill the Mavs if he was there, but he can't do nothing.
They actually won in the games that he wasn't there.
So they
Trez,
Yeah, he won. He won. Trez, I still don't understand why Trez.
They let Trez walk.
No, he didn't want to be there though. He wanted to go to the Lakers.
He was mad at that loss.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, he was real mad. He was mad at that when they lost that.
But it was kind of his fault too. The thing about that Game 7 is that the bench and no one but Kawhi showed up in the whole playoff series until the last game. Kawhi and PG did bad, and that was the only game the bench actually did good in.
Right.
Which made no sense to me. Why he would be mad?
They blame Doc Rivers.
They fired Doc. Yeah, they
blame Doc for that.
Yeah, I look at the thing with the Clippers, and they always they're probably in the playoffs. They are such an unlucky team. It's crazy. I don't understand it.
You're right. I don't know when they're gonna get there.
They just ain't showing up. Like Mook Morris was doing crazy things for us, and the moment he got the bag,
he did good. He did good for them during the regular season, and he showed out the last 2 games.
Yeah.
He just didn't show up the first 2. He was killing them. And PJ and Kawhi have been playing crazy good, but Kawhi just had 1 bad game last game.
Yeah. Right. And I guess Luka, the Mavs have got a good roster.
They do, man. Low key, they do.
It's funny to me how Montrez left the Clippers just to not play and complain on the Lakers.
Right, and then get eliminated before the Clippers.
Yeah, that is so funny to me.
Yeah, it is funny when guys do that.
Yeah,
Lakers
he was
really out of here
tweets
too.
on Twitter and saying that he wishes he could play or something like that.
Well, see, the thing was they went and got Drummond. So Drummond.
They played Marc Gasol over both of them today.
Right.
Drummond didn't even play at all.
What Marc Gasol is better
What happened?
Marc Gasol is better than Drummond.
Oh yeah, he is. Because he spreads out the floor and he could shoot.
Spreads
but
the
he's
floor.
just too slow and old.
Right.
That's true.
He was hitting big shots for the Lakers too.
Yeah, he had big shots for them every time.
Yeah. So
you guys a fan of the play-in? Would you keep it?
Yeah, I would keep it, but I wouldn't do 9 and 10, I guess, or I wouldn't do it that it's only 1 game for 8 and 9, because that makes no sense to me. I thought it was supposed to be
now that LeBron got eliminated, he hates it. He's going to do everything to get rid of it.
It's not going to get there. That Adam Silver already said they're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get rid of it just because of LeBron. I know that's their money, but already
LeBron about to retire anyway, so I'm not listening to nothing he says.
No, you want to play with his son. He's going to wait 2 more 3 years, I think.
Yeah, true.
His son is the 2023, I think, or 24. I don't know what it is. One of those.
I think Kyrie might retire.
Kyrie
this year. Yeah, I think
this
so.
year.
Yeah, I think he wants to move. He wants to move into
what?
Into advocacy and all that stuff.
Yeah, he seems like he wants to leave basketball alone and just go on.
I don't think he's retiring now, but if he does, it's enough. I mean, I guess you could say he'll retire earlier than most people, but I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I don't know, because his head be in different places. That's why I understand why CT says that.
Yeah, he just over it all. If they Brooklyn win it all, I can see that. And look, sharing it with Harden and KD.
Right.
It's just
a
circus.
It's a
circus there.
He still averaged 27, 28 doing that. This is one of his best seasons.
No, it's nothing to do with his ability or productivity. I just think he's not motivated.
Right.
We've seen players every now and then. There are star players that just retire early because they just, they're set. They've won it all, and They just want to do other things.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Curry been through a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah,
and maybe
true.
he wants to walk. He might want to walk straight, in his old age. He had some like kneecap surgery and all that stuff.
Right.
But then you got players like Chris Paul and LeBron that just love the game. They want to play till they're 45.
Yeah, they love the game. They just love the game. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Melo
Taj
too. Melo's
Gibson,
another one. He might want to play till 40, 41. Who knows?
Yeah. I think Melo said
Melo's in shape. All he gotta do is score.
He went on some quote.
Yeah, all he gotta do is score.
Yeah, for real. Same as Dame. All he can do is if he just shoots.
Right. Jamal Crawford was the same way. All you gotta do is score. They don't gotta play no defense. Be a veteran presence, and that's it. Just score the ball, hit big shots for your team when they need it, and that's it.
Sam Cassell played till he was 40.
You say until he was 40?
Yep.
I think his last year was with the Celtics, right? When they won the chip. I think that was his last year.
Yeah.
Was it the Clippers? I don't remember.
Vince could have gone another year.
Wasn't he on the Rockets too at one point?
Yeah, he was on the Rockets in his earlier years, I think.
I think he was with the when he was 40. Because I remember him coming off the bench and dropping 30. I got to look this up because I was like, there's no way Sam Cassell is still this good at this age.
He was a tough dude, though.
Sam Cassell, he killed us in '94, didn't he?
With the Rockets, right? I hate him
Rockets,
for that one.
Yeah.
And
Kenny Smith.
Right.
I just brought his name up because you guys were saying guys who played, who wants to play until they're 40, and it's possible if you can still do at least one thing at a high level, whether it's shoot.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at Ray Allen. Ray Allen with the Heat.
Ray Allen could have played he probably could have played for a long time, yo.
Yeah.
He's just deadly. Curry could be that way too if he wants to not.
Well, I'm surprised didn't continue this year was Kyle Korver. He was waiting for a team, but never jumped on.
Yeah, he was with the Bucks last year.
Yeah, he could still shoot.
JJ Redick may stay that way for a while. He may stay in the league. Who knows? Certain guys, all they gotta do is shoot, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm a head.
Yo, I was at work one time, man, and these two dudes was arguing, right? And my man was like, "Oh yeah, that's why your girl looked like Sam Cassell." Yo, we laughed for like a week straight off that, yo.
Nah, that's funny. I do that with my friends. I say like they girl look like an NBA player or somebody. I be doing the same thing. Nah, that's funny though.
I'm gonna catch you guys though.
Yo, that was
all right, Dugan. You be easy, bro.
All right, yo, I'm
yeah. Have a good night.
I'm gonna end it right here because we going on 4 hours, yo. I'm gonna end it right here, y'all. I'm gonna holler at everybody later.
All right, peace.
Yeah, I catch you
Salute.
later, brother.